Right.
Next time we go to this airport, guys.
The droid has it.
I need to go. I need to go chat with those Gomorians.
We can just like get you shot to hell and then fix you up like next round.
Yeah, sure. Well, I need parts.
We on?
Cool beans.
Oh, hey. It's a podcast.
Alright. Welcome to episode... Well, it's not really a new episode. Second session.
Welcome to session 1.5.
Half-Witted, Scruffy-Looking. Fun stuff. When last we saw our heroes...
Dun dun dun.
Heroes.
Who you calling hero?
We had just... we just finished planning a... kidnapping of sorts, you might say.
Well, it's definitely a kidnapping.
So we are in the capital city of the planet Gamora. Gamora.
Gamora is the hot chick from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Marvel. Yes. Terribly confusing.
She also.
Yeah. So do we want to review that real quick? You guys remember there is a...
Yeah, there's a slaver group, right?
There's a slaver group, and you have been tasked by...
Tazo. Or Tazo?
Tazo Axe.
Tazo Axe.
Did we have a last name?
Now you do.
Alright. We probably knew it, right?
He's not keeping it... Yeah.
I have it written from last
cool.
time.
It's no secret.
I don't have my notes, but I know I didn't write much.
You were drunk the whole time.
That's right, he was. I was pretty much drunk the entire time.
To the bar.
In
character.
In character.
In character. Almost in real life.
Yeah, so there is a spaceport in the capital city. You're expecting some slavers, the bagmen to arrive there, and you've been tasked with replacing them in the
Pulling a con.
drop off and pulling the con. Tazo has provided you with the location of a warehouse in the warehouse district. It's kind of adjacent to the spaceport area, where this meeting is going to go down. So you had been planning. Let's start. I think after last session, we'll say it's in the evening. So I assume
the evening before, right?
Evening before. I think you guys probably returned to your ship, or I don't know.
So we were gonna go scout.
We
the
were
warehouse,
gonna go
'cause
scout.
We hadn't done that yet. And get
Scout the warehouse.
And
like, this
the
is
pack.
a good place to.
Right. Yes. So yes, the two of you went to the warehouse district. The first thing you know is like traffic. Go ahead.
Before we get started, should we roll some destiny dice?
Oh, we should. We should. How many do we have? So we're gonna roll 4. 4. Wait. We actually got 4.
She can't hear you.
I forgot to run the Ethernet line. Can you run that over here?
The stream's like crazy choppy right now. Go ahead.
What do we have?
Oh dear.
3 black and a white.
That's no good.
That's better than the non-official rule that we made earlier.
That is a lie.
I have some tokens, but do you guys have tokens over there?
Tokens.
Oh, the token.
I mean, I can get mine out, but okay, great.
Oh.
Okay. All right, so we have. Is this okay up here? I like this is a great space for me, but it also means I can't see like right in front of.
Yeah, it's good enough.
Can we get this like glass like single side tinted so I can see out?
Talk to Orion. It's his build.
Under?
Sure.
Oh, I better turn that off. Ugh, there's no
Well, there's pod racing.
Pod racing, indeed.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, we got a pod race.
Who doesn't want a pod race?
I would totally.
I remember after episode 1, I loved pod racing so much. I was like expecting pod racing to be a major plot point in every future Star Wars.
Pod racing was probably the best part. Well, I mean, it's one of the highlights of the episode.
Absolutely, yeah.
And
Can you
then,
make sure-
and then they remember
Is it plugged in?
they remind you that it's a Star Wars movie
Well, I mean,
by
make sure
having
it
a
works.
kind of plot around the thing. But pod racing was great.
The pod racing video
That
games
scene-
that came out
The video game was great.
were just so addicting.
But that scene still holds up. It's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, I would argue that all of episode 1 holds up, but
Episode 1 is definitely.
Minus midichlorians.
If you
Literally everything was
If you
great.
take
yeah,
if
that
you
part of
take
the
Jar
lore is
Jar
not
out
great.
and if you forget about the midichlorians.
Jar Jar gets bad rap. He wasn't that bad.
Jar Jar's
an annoying,
not that bad.
There's an annoying character in every single Star Wars.
That's true.
It's usually C-3PO. Jar Jar took over this time.
Yeah.
I think Jar Jar was more annoying.
He was
This
hard
is a
to
pro
understand.
Jar Jar podcast. That's the end of that discussion.
Sorry.
Um,
Okay.
I will penalize any characters whose owners criticize Jar Jar Binks.
Well, we all know what Ben thinks.
We know where that destiny.
All right. So sorry, I missed things. The stream's actually gonna sound good now.
Okay. Yes.
You guys are
So
scouting.
you guys are
We're
scouting.
Yes.
the warehouse and the path to the roads and situation between the spaceport and the warehouse.
Yeah. So
Because there's 2 paths, according to you.
That may have changed since last session.
yeah, I forget the words I said. So yeah. So the first thing you notice when you get to the warehouse district, you can kind of tell like
One of the roads is closed.
the good.
All of the roads are closed except one.
There's like you can tell like the better parts and the worst parts of town. You can tell like the warehouses where they're probably
The sketchy part is
in use all the time with respectable goods coming in and out, and then the ones that are probably out of use, more towards
abandoned.
towards the north.
There's spray paint and
That's where your
beer
location
cans
is,
everywhere.
which you're not surprised. Yeah, so on the way, the other thing you can tell is up towards the north where your location is, there is very minimal traffic. Like a speeder goes through every 5 minutes or something on the handful of roads right around the warehouse. But
Is the warehouse itself in one of the seedier districts, or?
yes, yeah, and it's in fact like right on the edge to the north.
Okay.
It appears to be abandoned. I mean, it's in good repair, but it's not.
And we know for a
That's
fact this is the correct warehouse, right? We were told that.
Yes, that
Okay.
yes. Tezo made it
Very clear.
made that clear. Yeah, there's one obvious path that makes sense. There's a whole network of roads, but there's kind of like
A main thoroughfare.
yeah. Well, actually, like most of the roads are kind of not terribly wide. There's not general traffic coming through here. Like the traffic that comes through here is industrial. Yeah, so there's pretty much one bottleneck that leads. You could get around it, but you're relatively sure that this is
The GPS of the future would take you to.
How far away is this bottleneck from the warehouse?
like a quarter mile or
So a
or
good
less.
distance.
Yeah. It's not adjacent, and I think I forget. I think I said
this
it's like
bottleneck,
a couple
is it,
miles.
Is it particularly? You said it's like every 5 minutes someone will go through there. Or is this bottleneck, since it is a bottleneck, more busy?
Yeah, it's like every 5 minutes. It's not completely abandoned. Yeah, I guess.
It's an industrial district that doesn't have much use right now.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Just to recap, the spaceport district, which is kind of south and mostly east of the warehouse, it's much more open, much more bustling. Looks, I don't know, just more modern and friendly. This is probably the nicest city on the planet. So was there anything more that you wanted to scout?
Just around that bottleneck, like, are they, like, how high are the buildings? Like, what's the lay of the land there?
Yeah. So kind of the stretch that's going north to south.
That's the warehouse is in the south, right? Or is that this spaceport?
Warehouse is northwest.
Correct. Yeah. So the warehouses around there are a couple floors tall. In general, there are. It's very quiet. Some of the warehouses look like they're in use, but just not. Again, this isn't bustling.
Okay.
Some of them appear to be abandoned.
Any security to speak of around, or pretty laid back?
I feel like that's got to be some kind of perception roll. Let's do a perception roll to get started. What would
you like there? Streetwise, maybe? Or
streetwise, yeah.
Do we remember what time?
And add in
Evening.
I was thinking it was like
give me one
right
sec.
around rush hour, or is this a weekend?
I don't know.
Do they have weekends in Star Wars?
Right.
How long are the weeks on this planet?
Right. How long are the days?
How long are the days?
At the beginning of each week, they make a roll to see how long that would be. You haven't gotten the reading for this week yet.
How will you know? You're sleeping all the
So
time.
Do the inhabitants even have a concept of time?
What difficulty do you want for this?
Yeah, I'm just getting my cheat sheet here. We'll go with average. So put in two. Yeah, and what is your?
So I have a willpower of 3, and I have 1 rank in Streetwise.
Great.
Streetwise is cunning.
I'm sorry, I have a cunning. I also have a willpower of 3, but I have a cunning of 3 as well. And I still have one rank in Streetwise.
Yes.
All right, so I've got
A lot.
So those cancel out. 2 successes, 2 advantage.
Nice.
We have a dice can.
Yeah. So we'll. You can tell, like I said, that some of the warehouses are in use. So kind of as you're going north, because you basically follow the route that you expect your target to take as you investigate. And you're noticing some warehouses that look like they're in occasional use. You can see security cameras. So you imagine that most of these they're in use. You get a little farther north, a little closer, and you do find a section where they look like they're not currently in use. Let's see. Two success, 2 advantage. We're just gonna say that you you notice one place where the security camera has obviously been like knocked in, so you're reasonably sure that this place is not being carefully watched.
And there's no like guards or anything.
You don't see any guards,
Okay.
even in the ones that appear to be in use. At least outside, you don't see a whole lot.
Okay.
When
and then around that
windows
bottleneck in particular, Is that the area that the security camera's been?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
This place looks good. In
So
terms of
I'd like to look for a place that I think would be a good point of ambush for me around there.
Do we want to go in? Can we go into the warehouse where the camera is all messed up? Can we just like see if there's anyone in there? Be like, oh, whoops, you know.
Sure. Yeah. I'll try to sneak in.
Yeah.
See
Okay.
if anything, just like if anything is going on in there at all.
Okay. How do you try to enter?
There's a door, right?
I assume there's a door somewhere.
Sure. Yeah. So you come up to the door. It is locked.
Okay.
Are
Are there windows?
There-
Ground level.
There are windows. In general, just as you look down the street, like these buildings weren't meant to be like enjoyed. Like the windows are pretty well secure.
They're
and,
tall.
yeah.
I'm thinking of like warehouses where the windows are too high for anyone to get into. That's the whole point. Let light in, not people.
Yeah. These buildings were obviously not were meant for keeping things secure more than. Yeah. If you want to look around.
What about is there anything like ladders or anything from the second floor down?
Yeah, there's
fire
like
escapes?
fire escapes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could.
I'd like to try seeing if I can climb up one of those when there's no one around.
Okay, yeah. So you're walking down, and it's about what do you expect from a fire escape. Doesn't exactly look like a fun climb, but it's like it's attached to the building at least. So in order to, it's about a good, like it's one of those like pull down ladders. So
Okay.
in order to get to it, you would need to get up to kind of the second floor level to climb. So
How tall is it? Can I boost you up? And like boost? Can we do a 2-man thing to get up there?
yeah, give me a. I was gonna make you do an
Athletics.
athletics check.
Both of us or just me?
You do an athletics check, and I didn't. Yeah, so
I do have
since Jack's doing,
I do have
boost.
climbing gear.
Oh, you do.
Yeah. I can just
Great.
climb up with that. Whatever climbing gear is. I don't know what's
Fine. I mean, I don't mind being.
Is that like a
useless.
rappel device? Like
I don't remember.
Rope?
It's been a long time since I looked at
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and do the check.
athletics check.
Athletics check.
Difficulty.
And a brawn check maybe for me since I'm just holding him.
So yeah, we're just gonna do this in one
okay.
check.
Okay.
Go ahead, make it an average check,
Okay.
and add in 2 boost for the help that you're receiving.
I'm gonna murder this check.
Yeah.
All right.
So we get.
Oh shoot! Hang on. Nope. I'm a liar.
He's a liar.
Take those out. I thought athletics was agility, but it's brawn.
Oh.
Okay. So again,
it was boosted AF.
so 1 success, 3 boosts, or 3 advantage.
Nice. Okay.
PG-13 version.
So you manage to get a hold of the ladder on the second floor. First try, you scurry up.
Are you gonna let me come up too?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could drop it down so I
Yeah,
can
sure.
Yeah. So you've
unhinged it or whatever.
yeah, you recognize the mechanism. It's like just like on a spring. It's super easy. You figure out how to let down the ladder. You both can go up. You have no problems. Like it's secure. So you get up quickly, without being noticed or anything. Tell you get to the so you're just kind of going to the top.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your goal? So
Just like if I could get to the roof.
yeah.
Do we know how many stories up we are?
Yeah, it's like
2 or 3.
This is like 3
Okay,
stories.
so we're 3 stories up.
Yeah.
Pretty good vantage
Across
point.
across the road, it's about 4 stories.
Okay.
Yeah, so you get on the roof fine. It's I mean, again, it looks pretty abandoned. There are like air conditioned looking units, stuff like that. and the wall is like convenient, like 2 feet high on the top. So
Is there anything around I could like tie a rope to and like rappel down the wall?
You could tie it to one of the air conditioned units.
Okay.
But yeah.
Bolted to the ground or whatever.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that I can get down quickly without having to jump and just with it. You know, I want to be able to rappel down quickly, so after I take my shots, I can get down if everyone needs help.
Yeah, if you have the necessary like rope and rappelling equipment, you'd be more than fine.
No surprises up here. Everything looks normal.
Yeah, yeah.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
Jack, you good? Oh, I'm sorry.
No. So we're looking down. We can see the visibility's good. Weather's not bad.
Yeah. The other thing you notice is like the streets are relatively clean. It's just kind of like
any lights, or is it dark? Like is it?
Yeah, there are like lights on the side of the buildings.
Of the buildings. So there's ambient light. You know, there's enough for you to see. It'll be daylight.
Yeah. Yeah, there's enough light that like if someone came down the street at night, they could tell that there was.
You'd see them
if there was some hubbub.
Yeah. Okay.
But also, like,
are there any alleyways that we can see? Could we nearby, like in between the warehouses? Do we need to think about like stashing the car? Do we care about the car or the speeder?
I don't know. Do you care about the speeder?
Right, like so.
I assume we're back at the ship, right?
Yeah. You went to the bar and didn't learn anything, and then
that's
went
right.
Back,
I went back on chilling.
Yeah.
You made friends.
No, you didn't.
with the locals.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm just kind of thinking out loud. What could go wrong? So we're gonna shoot the engine of the speeder.
Yeah,
right?
in the vicinity there are like spaces between the buildings, but it's like it's surprisingly clean. Like there's not a whole lot of place to hide here. Yeah. You can go around a corner.
We had talked about bribing a cabbie last time. Were we still? It's been a while. I know.
I don't know. Are you guys back at the ship?
No.
I think that's the impression that we left with, was that was the course of action we were going to take.
Yep.
However, as long as we are here, it would be wise to see if maybe we can get into one of these warehouses to stash it if need be. So we're on this fire escape.
Yeah.
I assume that there is also an entrance to the building where this fire escape is.
Yeah, everything's pretty well locked up. That you've checked.
Even the second floor fire escape entrance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I don't know.
Well, they're finishing up. You guys just headed back to the ship.
Yeah.
For the night. Okay. Yeah, if I remember correctly, you were happy with the plan, I think, and
I thought the plan was to commandeer a taxi of sorts, and then just
that was the plan.
Yeah.
There were multiple plans.
Yes. The last thing, that was the last thing that I think you guys said. Although,
well,
sure.
Let's talk about it, and then you guys can come back.
So let's.
Okay. All right. So
you found you're happy with this spot. If you need to know more details, you can ask me later.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're back at the ship.
Share what we found.
Yeah. So how do we want to do this? Do we want to try to bribe or?
So from our scouting, it would not be difficult to disable the car from the roof, or the speeder from the roof, and then attack from either side and stun them with. I have a stun pistol. I think that you did too, or someone did. No.
I got a old school gun that shoots physical pieces of metal.
Right. So
Gand has a blaster rifle.
Right, but you can't give that to anyone because you're gonna be shooting from above.
Gand will be shooting.
Yes, right.
So
I have the stun gun. You have a regular gun.
Yeah.
We can intimidate them and see if they submit, or if they fight back. Then I can stun them and shoot them. Or
But we're just relying on him to shoot the taxi.
yeah, to disable the.
See, that seems to be the weak point. Like, that can't be easy, right?
Gand
Is a good shot.
is a good shot. And
I feel like we should have redundancies in this
Yes,
plan.
I agree. This
Gand
is
would not be against having redundancies.
okay. So let's call that Plan B, right?
Right. Plan A is to actually be
Plan
the driver
A
of the
is
taxi.
exactly okay.
I'm gonna let you guys plan for a little bit.
Sure.
Make a pit stop.
Okay.
Okay,
You can report
Can you
back.
get me
can
some,
you pit stop some beer for me?
and can I get a refill on the water? Thanks.
Do you want anything in particular?
Not Guinness, anything else.
Right. So Plan B requires positioning. So he would need to stay at the warehouse, and we have communicators, so we can let him know.
Such a benevolent emperor.
Thank you.
We can let him know if we succeed at acquiring a taxi speeder and then picking up the people. So yeah.
So who's gonna try to get in
A,
the taxi?
That's what I was just thinking.
Yeah.
I feel like as a kind of prim and proper commander type person,
Yeah.
I would stand out a little bit.
Sure.
On a planet where it's just like there's bars and pubs and big green stinky things everywhere, you would fit in more,
Are you saying
more
I'm
agreeable.
large, green, and stinky?
No, well, taxi speeder drivers aren't known for their prim and proper, clean
Sure,
cut.
okay.
So I think that you would be a good candidate for a taxi. You would pass as a taxi driver.
Sure.
I would cause suspicion.
Okay.
And what should I do, Master Jack?
Your plan, if I remember correctly, your job is to try to, basically be the courier of the taxi company, and to be like, who needs a taxi when those guys are coming out?
That's a good idea.
And then you're being like, look, right here, guys, come on in.
We know how to
we've got-
identify them, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
we know what
okay.
they look like, kind of. We have a good description of the people we're capturing. It's a pair of humanoids.
Humans.
It's a pair. Yeah.
Humans, so they're actually humans.
Yeah.
Okay.
You do have, or you were given the shuttle code.
Right. We know what shuttle they're coming in on.
Oh.
We know it's a pair of humans. They're going to look a little, rough around the edges because they're smugglers.
Right.
They're people smugglers.
That
So we
doesn't
don't.
seem like a. Wait, are they? Is this like a private shuttle or is it like a bus service?
I thought it was a bus service.
On the port.
Yeah.
If they're arriving in, yeah.
It's a 20-person shuttle or something like that.
Yeah, it's a moderate. I mean, it's a fairly small shuttle, space shuttle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So out of 20
From-
people, 2 male humans out of the whole, group of people that come out of that.
Okay.
It shouldn't be too bad.
That's true. Okay. So it's not a human. It's not a primarily human planet.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Let's go for that. Then that means I've got to steal a taxi tonight or tomorrow morning.
Right. So we got back to the ship at approximately what time? Do we?
What time was it?
You said evening when they.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was like
yeah.
5 or 6 when
It's-
we scouted.
It's evening. I'm gonna say by the time you got over there, scouted and came back. Let's say it's like 9 o'clock now.
Okay. All right. So do
Do we know what
Whatever
time
that
they're
means.
arriving?
Yeah, I thought so. With the shuttle code, we knew.
Oh.
I think it was mid-afternoon, like 2-ish.
That sounds right. Although I don't have it written down. So, yeah, we're gonna say.
But it's like an airport, right? You can
Mid-afternoon.
see.
Yeah.
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 And there is, we assume, the internet of some kind. where we can like look up when stuff is supposed to land.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
All in it.
Gan would like to revisit the idea of bribing a taxi man.
Well, I don't have any money, so
Should we pull our
that's not good
resources?
for bribing.
We should have enough for a small bribe.
Yeah.
I literally have no money.
No. I have enough money. I didn't spend all my money. I don't think. I have 39 credits. What do you have?
Gand has 40 credits.
So we think that 50 credits might be enough to just ask.
A small bribe to take a certain route and to deliver.
And to
our
just
friends
like
Okay.
to
stop
us.
and get
That'll
out.
be plan A. They don't.
Master Jack, it seems that such a small bribe is enough to buy a taxi fare, but not to buy the loyalty of a bribed taxi driver.
Well, do we know that?
Yeah. Do we have a sense
I
of
guess that would be a street smart.
streetwise?
I feel like bribery is
It's a
not
streetwise.
something an average person knows about.
Or
so,
skullduggery? What is skullduggery?
good question.
I forget what
That's
I don't remember
I
what's.
think
no, it should be sculpture is like opening doors and stuff.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Lock picking.
Streetwise then? I can streetwise.
It's gonna be streetwise and make it hard.
hard, so it's 3 purples.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
We can help each other, right? How does that work?
you can in this case.
this is just for knowledge.
Yeah, in this case, whoever has the best streetwise
I'm
should
at
make the check.
3-1.
Ditto.
No one's better? Okay.
Yeah, just make it.
With 3 difficulty? Okay. We've got 1...
2
Failure.
success. No, 2 success.
2
One
success.
disadvantage.
1 disadvantage.
That's it. Oh yeah. The triangles on the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Bubba's watching.
Hey, Baba.
Hey, Bubba.
2 success, 1 disadvantage. Okay, how do we interpret this? You. You know that in general it would probably take a lot more than 50 credits to
Brag anyway.
like to get
For the kind of bribe we need.
yeah for anything that a taxi driver might feel would put them in danger. You might need more than a couple of times a taxi fare kind of deal. You're also unsure of the local culture, so
Whether they would be loyal or
yes. So
Master Crack,
beyond just a sense that it's gonna take more than like an hour's wage or a couple hours
Right.
wages for taxi. You realize that you don't know what specifically Gamora or
Okay.
Gamor.
Well, let's try to bribe him. And if he, spits at us, we'll just, take his taxi.
Yep, I have a stun gun. We don't have to murder anyone.
Do the punching some.
Well, it's stunning will be better. than
Probably. I'm
punching.
not good at punching.
I can
It was
provide.
a metaphorical punch.
I can provide 50 more credits to reinforce the bribe.
I don't think we're even close to that, though, according to the last.
What I'm saying, we might as well try. It might be cheap.
Yeah. We can try.
When
So let's do that in the morning, though, so we don't have to go, through a shift.
I agree. We want to wait until as late as possible because we don't want to cause any extra suspicion. If we stole if we tried to do this tonight and then stole a taxi, then they'd be, you know, the security people would be kind of keeping out for stolen taxis. If we do it around 11 o'clock tomorrow, that only gives a few hours for the security, for the local police to, you know, figure out what happened. And if we do it right, there won't be anyone to report a stolen taxi because we're going to stun him and he's going to be knocked out for a while, and we'll be able to complete our plan before that guy even wakes up.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay, so
So we don't need you for plan A. So your primary role is plan B. And if we can't complete plan A, you are the sole kind of like, you gotta be there to disable the speeder for plan B, and then we'll try to, you know, we'll jump in a taxi ourselves and catch up with you.
Yeah.
And we'll be there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I suppose you can be eyes to know if we have the taxi.
Right. If we get the taxi.
When to stop and be clear.
Right. Yep.
If plan A goes smoothly as we hope it will, where are we taking the two men?
Is there a spot like beside, like in an alley?
Yeah, that's what I was asking. There is.
Is there a space for like a speeder?
What we just scoped out, there's plenty of places to sneak a speeder and just leave it there.
Yeah.
So
you didn't find like super great hiding spots. There are places you can turn off.
Right.
Yeah.
So
okay. Let's do that then.
We'll
You're not gonna
remain at the choke point and wait for you.
Yep.
Should
and we'll
plan
let you know.
A go awry.
Yep.
And if plan A goes successfully, again, we'll wait for you there, and you will come with the men.
Yes.
And there we will take care of them.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Okay, so you go to bed. I guess you're sleeping on the floor of the shuttle. Something like that. I don't know. Maybe you have yoga
chairs
mats or
and
something.
whatever.
I assume you
Yeah.
got bunks. This is a nice shuttle.
It is nice enough.
I don't care.
It literally folds up in a corner. So the next morning, you head towards. Where do you want to go to?
So he's got the code for the shuttle. So he's gonna go and check that.
Well, let's bring him along on the theft
Okay.
venture so you can
Okay.
check it out.
All right.
Would you like Gan's help on this venture, or should Gan?
I mean, I need one of you to stun him.
He's better at it than I am.
Okay. Sure. Let's do it.
We could also
Okay.
all go together.
Who's going?
Gan
I mean-
thinks it would be best for 2 people to go instead of 3 in Detroit.
Okay. Well, let's go again then.
Oh, okay. So 2 people in a droid is what you
Yeah.
want.
It's a small
I
droid. It's
think
fine.
You don't count him as people,
I
right?
think we should leave the droid.
Oh.
No, we should not leave the droid. We want to check if we get a hold of the taxi speeder. We want to check it out and make sure it's not like being tracked or surveilled.
Agreed.
Very well.
And he's the best at that.
So,
So I'll go to the spaceport and I'll just like keep an eye on the shuttle status, make sure it's not
Sure,
coming
yeah.
early or anything
Am I
silly.
the best at that, Mr.
where do you go?
Aren't you?
The three of us.
Aren't
could
you
all
good
go
at
together.
engineering?
Crook.
You guys, the two, you and
Where-
the droid.
Where are you
remain
going
back
to make contact with
such
the
that
taxi
we
people?
Um,
Are you going to the? There's like a depot.
let's just go and pretend we got off a shuttle and then give them directions to the alley where we're gonna do our thing anyway.
I like that plan.
So you're like taking a taxi?
Yeah, let's take a taxi and then once we're alone in an alley.
Cool.
You're
So
paying though, save your money.
so it's like morning. We'll say like 10. You get there by like 10. Okay, so you just like walk out of the
Yeah.
spaceport. Yeah, so you see it's fairly wide open, and there's not like a real method to the madness in Gomorrah City. So there's like
Just people.
Also,
everywhere.
yeah, there's maybe like half a dozen speeders in view that look like they're just waiting around.
I'll have reminded you
you
to
see
look
him-
for the poorest speeder driver that you can find.
Yeah, I'll find
The most
someone
haggard,
real
yeah.
ugly.
Yeah.
And small, not one of the big
Nice.
Yeah,
Yes.
Gamorreans.
Yeah. So
Weak
the-
and poor.
Weak and
Yeah.
poor, yeah. Like a wounded gazelle.
you can tell none of these speeders look great. Like
That's fine.
this isn't a. None of these have hovered off the lot recently, but yeah, you go for like a more rusted one thing, or that's what you're
Yeah,
looking
that's
for.
fine. Yeah.
Sure. So you get in. It's a Gamoran, a Gamorrean, I guess.
Is it Gamorrean or Gamoran?
Gamoran? I think it's Gamorrean.
Okay.
I know that.
He kind of snorts at you, and he does speak basic. He's scrawny, for what you expect from a Gamorrean.
Can't even imagine a scrawny Gamorrean. Okay.
It's like, where to?
I'll just give him like step-by-step directions.
He kind of looks at you funny and be like,
You just head toward the warehouse district, the industrial district.
warehouse. You gonna pay up front?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm looking at Gant.
Again, how much?
30 credits. He's looking at you very inquisitively. He's a bit confused as to why. I don't know where he's going. But
20.
yeah.
That was the easiest bargain ever. Okay.
He looks very
The race
suspicious.
might be like 5 credits or something.
That's probably.
When he gets in, he points at his little box up top, and he hits it, and he's like, "If it's more, you still pay."
Yeah, he's loaded. Don't worry about it.
He looks very comforted with that. Yeah, so you take off.
Yeah, we
In
take off.
the direction that you indicate.
Yeah, and I'll just once we get close-ish, I'll just guide him on the specific roads,
Okay.
and then I'll be like, "Oh yeah, pull into that side street."
He looks pretty antsy, but his meter is still under 20 credits, so he pulls off and
All right,
stops.
we have a proposition for you. Another 10 shiny credits if you agree to our plans.
I just drive the taxi.
Yes, but we want you to. There's some very specific VIPs that we are in charge of escorting, and we're gonna make sure they get in your taxi, and you're gonna drive them right here. Does that sound good? Yeah, this
Where are they going?
they're going right here.
We will meet them
In the
here.
warehouse?
Sure, yeah.
He looks very suspicious.
I know my money too. I can give you my money before we left.
Should I roll deception?
Sorry, let me grab.
Probably
here.
While this is happening, I've
Negotiation,
been elbowing.
Maybe.
I've been elbowing Gand.
Dan has an exoskeleton.
You saying you don't have feelings? You don't have a nervous system?
I can feel that something is. I understand what you're doing.
Okay.
But it's not. It doesn't have the same impact as it would for a human.
It's like click, click, click.
Where did you get in the speeder? So like there are 2 rows in the speeder.
Yeah, like
But back row probably has room for 3
Yeah.
people. Did you all get in the back? Or,
you're like a little pit droid, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're just like
I
sitting
got-
on my lap.
I got in the back, right directly behind the driver.
Um,
How much can he see the back? Like, I assume you're sitting like opposite the driver, so you can have a carry on conversation.
so
I'm not very.
I'm like kitty corner, yeah.
so right now, he just looks pretty kind of bewildered. He's not. He doesn't. It's almost as if he barely understands.
Okay,
What?
listen. We have a special assignment for you.
And we'll pay you.
You're the top taxi driver in this whole world, I'm sure. And we'll pay you for it. But you gotta do it.
Okay, give me a coercion.
Oh wow, there is a coercion one.
And
Okay.
Can I menacingly just like look menacing and help him on this coercion check?
You had your hand on your gun, ready to. Because this is not going.
No, not on my gun. I've got it on my vibro knife for now.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
add two purple.
2 purples. Anything else? That's it?
Actually, I should.
Again, start regretting going
Yeah.
on this mission with.
So the Gmoran doesn't look particularly observant. He doesn't really.
So I can't.
Yeah. So
Okay.
make your roll.
Can I make ominous clicking noises?
What is an ominous click?
Go ahead, make a
That's
roll.
my natural speech.
Okay, those cancel. Those cancel. That's
1 fail, 1 disadvantage.
Oh.
That's not overly surprising considering the circumstances.
It was 50-50 odds.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I just drive the taxi. This is where you're going. I gotta get back, and so he motions for you to get out of.
All right, Gan, do your thing.
I take up my vibro knife and hold it against his throat.
At the same time, I just throw
Okay.
MRV1 like up in the air to distract him.
Okay.
He's like folded up and he pops up and
Roll for initiative.
Yeah. So I guess
for initiative.
I assume,
Yeah.
unless there's something else you want us to roll.
yes. I think it's. You guys can have input on this. I think this is going to be vigilance. I'm going to give you guys the benefit of the doubt that you.
Vigilance.
Because
Oh,
you.
for
So
initiative.
cool is when we're planning something. Vigilance is.
Oh, right. No, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Give me
Yeah, I've
cool
got points.
I would much rather roll vigilance because I have nothing in cool.
Okay, what's our two
This is-
difficulty?
No, we just.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
This is literally all the dice I roll. For cool.
Wow. Well, you're not very cool.
Hey, I got a success and an advantage.
I got a success crit.
You got a success.
You had 2 success, a triumph and a.
Got a success and an advantage.
The triumph counts as a success as well.
Oh, okay.
You got one success and 1 advantage.
Okay. You got a crit.
I got 1 success.
And a
I got and a crit.
Okay. Great. So yeah. So you.
So Mark's the only one of us who got 2 successes.
Yeah. What did you get?
We both got 1 and 1. 1 success, 1 advantage.
Okay. Great.
What did our
Yeah. So you guys like.
Warren get?
You guys look like you were.
We were planning this all along.
You were planning this all along. So go ahead and describe. You had a critical success. So we'll go ahead. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw him up in the air as a distraction.
Oh.
He's got the stunner. What am I gonna do?
Right.
I just go ha.
Yeah.
Wait, is it an open cab?
Yes, it is.
Okay, yeah, I'll throw him up real high. 5 feet up in the air.
The Gomorran is for everything that kind of happened at once. He is the thing that he notices is this droid that is flying. So he's fully fixed on MVR1.
So what's the order though? It's so like this is
Oh,
public
yeah.
knowledge, not it's not hidden in edge of
Oh yeah,
Because
okay.
we have to, because we
True.
don't have to go when we roll. So like, if I wanted to go first, I could go first. Instead
Yeah,
of,
okay,
like,
okay.
We'd agree.
Sorry, I was kind of doing this as not a full combat thing, but I like that. He got
Did he get anything?
he got 1 and 1.
Okay,
So
so then we'd have to
he's-
roll off the
he's
3 of us who all tied.
you. Yeah. Okay. So let's roll up.
Okay.
I'm not part of it since it threw me off, right?
Well, you still roll though, because you
There is gravity.
figure out who. So I got another 1.
An advantage.
So you got nothing. I got 1.
Okay, he got 1 as well.
Okay, so
But
you-
we're yeah.
So we just keep rolling off until one of us
Okay.
beats the other.
2.
Okay, that wins. So
Yeah, he. Okay.
PC, NPC, PC, PC. So
Great.
you go. He goes second, and I'll go third.
So
But the first turn is free. because
Yeah,
it's
so-
aggressive.
Yeah.
So-
So I pulled my knife out, and that's
Yeah.
where it started the.
Yeah.
So I've got him by the
yeah.
throat. right
So
now.
you go first and
I
you
I
throw
throw him up in the air.
and yeah, he's you never thought that he looked particularly bright, but just kind of the awe that he looks at this flying droid.
Is you beeping? I just imagine like beep, 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 and like lights, whatever you have, like do the R2D2 distraction thing. That
Yeah.
make
He's
it
got his little arc torch going like.
His face says, "What mad future technology is this? I don't understand." So
Jumping droid.
he doesn't even recognize that the knife is drawn to his throat. Go ahead and yeah. So he spends his turn
Just staring.
being staring,
Oblivious.
being oblivious. So it was you and then then the 2 of you go. Yeah.
So I'll let you go first.
So
Oh,
roll an acrobatic check.
acrobatic.
Hey, Jeff, can you get me a plate of food?
I think you meant athletics. Acrobatics is a D&D thing.
Oh.
think so. What do you want?
Athletics.
A little bit of everything.
Yes, Lord.
Can run astrogation.
Or resilience, maybe.
That's tricky. I'll let you have 1 boost die. One boost die.
Just nothing.
Um,
one boost.
What is the check? Also, is it? What's the difficulty of the check?
oh yes, we need a difficulty of the check. We'll just go easy. So 1 purple.
I guess it's
So-
failure.
No successes, but 2 advantage.
2 advantage. Okay. Yeah. So you come down and Crook. Yeah, from throwing you up, you're trying to land on the side of the speeder, but you kind of come down on the side of the speeder. Was it two advantages?
Yeah.
You said? Okay. So I'll let you.
I was like, it's the same thing every time.
Let's see what we do. Yeah, you don't land like in a way that you can immediately act, but we'll say that you can do a maneuver however you want coming onto the ground, and because you oriented yourself so well with the location of the sun.
With your astrogation.
The position of the sun and the horizon, which you can just make out through the buildings, you manage not to take any damage. But I'll let you, so you kind of roll off the side of the speeder, and then you can make a maneuver. If
Am
you
I
want.
outside the speeder now?
Yeah.
Can I jump back in on near the pilot?
Sure, there's like space on the hood if you want to go up there.
I
or-
want to go steal the keys or whatever.
Oh, steal the keys. Okay. So like there's a windshield that comes up, like a.
Hmm?
So, if you want to jump on the sheet, on the hood or on the passenger
seat.
seat.
Yeah,
you can
passenger.
do that. Okay, great.
I jump on the passenger seat.
You show great dexterity as you do that, and you regain your balance. Again.
All right. So I've got the knife to his throat, and I kind of turn on the vibro part of the knife.
Okay.
So it starts whirring very close to his throat.
Okay.
And I
We'll say that. I think that's a maneuver to turn on a weapon.
I would assume that's an incidental. It's just pushing a button.
Okay.
It's like turning on a lightsaber.
Yeah.
I think that is a maneuver.
To manage equipment, like to take something out or put it away is a maneuver.
Yeah,
But
that should be
if
free.
I'm already holding it in
Okay.
my hand and I just push
It's
it.
like
what do you
pushing the trigger of a blaster.
So, I mean, I'm not gonna go anywhere anyway. So it's
Yeah, sure.
and I kind of let I'll kind of like look at Krook and just like say, "You do the talking."
Zap him!
Gan thought we were not to kill.
I got a little carried away.
I thought you had stun!
Holy cow.
Gand has stun, but not not this close.
Nothing. I thought you were able to do this. What are we gonna do now?
It's yeah, okay. So we're back to the top of the order, which means
Did we just murk the guy?
He's still alive. I've got him. I've got a vibro knife to his throat.
so.
Tie him up. Get your gun out.
Hey,
run
you're
10
not
yards
here. You're not
away.
here. So right at the top of the order, one of you can go, and then he's gonna go.
I take my binders out and I toss them to you.
Oh, you have binders?
Okay. He
Give me your hands.
he jumps over the door.
Wait, he just jumps out of the
He
knife?
has a knife on his throat. If he moves, he's dead.
So you were sitting in the back seat.
Yep, right behind you.
Literally right behind him.
Can someone grab a knife? I'll show you.
He is nothing. Okay. What do I do if I have nothing? It all cancels out.
It doesn't.
What's that?
That's what happened with JR. It's just a failed check.
It's a failed check.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess he. So in trying to stumble out of the building, I guess he.
The building?
Sorry, out of the speeder. He still hasn't really recognized that there's a knife to his throat or whatever. So how does this? So you're behind him like
so I'm
this.
behind him.
He's
got a knife to his throat. It's buzzing.
He's like facing you, but he hasn't really registered what you're doing because he was so enthralled by the droid. So I guess roll an attack on him. He basically like runs into your vibro axe or vibro blade. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. So that's.
Can we take one of these black things as like detriment? Because we don't want to murder him on accident.
You can use this for that.
But we want to use your.
You can
black.
use it however. I want to use your thing to benefit me.
So I'm
Good
gonna.
idea, Jack.
I'm rolling. Literally nothing happens.
Literally nothing happens?
Yeah, everything cancels out. It's
Okay.
a zero. It's a net zero.
Yeah. So basically, he basically stumbles on his face getting out of the. He didn't bother with like opening the door or whatnot. He tried to get over the door. He at this point limbs are pretty much going everywhere. He managed to avoid slitting his own throat, but.
So he's on the ground outside.
He's on the ground outside the speeder.
Semi-stunned, real confused.
I jump on him.
You jump on him? That's a good course of action. Okay, that's gonna be. Oh, what will that be? I think it's athletics again.
Yeah.
Do you want to use that?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Coordination.
Yeah, actually, coordination is a.
Yeah. Describe how you.
So I'm on the passenger seat. I saw him like jumping on top of the door and like fumbling on the ground. So I'm gonna just like jump on top of the door, assuming that is right behind. Like if the door is like that, I'm here. I'm like, nope.
Okay. Yeah.
2 steps.
So go ahead and make that an average check. So 2 purple.
Of coordination.
Yeah.
So I have it's agility. I have 3 in agility and 2, so it's that and 2 core. Did I? No, this one was.
So that's one.
that's
One success.
1 success with 1 disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So you successfully land on top of him.
And then you fall off.
Oh, that would be a failure in this case, no?
Well, you were just trying to like jump on him, right?
Yeah.
Were you trying to like stay on top of him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll say that yeah, the way that you land on him, he's kind of on his back, so he kind of like has a hold of you.
Alright.
You know, just kind of.
Is it
He's now
defensive
focused on
posture,
you.
or is it like this guy knows how to fight?
Oh, it's totally reactionary.
Okay.
It's just that you haven't, pinned him on.
I can grab his wrist, right? Because it's 1 movement, the first one, right?
Well, I think that was probably an attack, or it was a check.
Yeah.
So it
yeah.
was
probably
one
one
action,
action.
and then
Since-
as a movement, I can grab his wrist. No.
I would not think so, but it's not.
No, we're gonna play that out with the check. Like, yeah,
Right.
we're still kind of
Can you attack
figuring
after
out.
you take your action? After you jump?
So because we're still figuring out the system, but I guess my thinking here is his goal wasn't to
Right.
murder him.
Right.
No.
So his action was the jumping on top, and if he had advantage, then he could use that in some way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No.
So, but you are on top of him, and
Alright, who's
are we
next?
back to the top of the order?
No, I haven't gone the
Okay.
second time. So I'm gonna put away my vibro knife, and,
Okay.
and I'm gonna pull out my blaster rifle,
Okay.
which I will
Point at his
ready.
face.
I will ready. I will ready myself to fire it once my line is clear from
Okay.
MRV1.
She'll fire
So
anyway.
in mechanics,
I'm
I
just
think
a droid.
that's 2 maneuvers.
You can. I'll just say we drop the knife because that's a free action.
Okay. Okay.
And I'll pull out the.
And then you ready.
Yeah.
Aiming is a maneuver, so it's 2 maneuvers.
Great. Okay. Cool. And the aiming's just gonna add a boost to your
Yeah.
attack if you do that. Okay. Great. Top of the order again.
So do we have him jump off?
No.
Yeah.
Why? No.
Well, I think we at least have him.
We have 2
Get
people
out of the
outside,
way.
or 2 entities outside the the speeder.
I think someone needs to tell him to calm down so he doesn't
yeah,
get
it's
himself
like yelling
murdered.
a free action, like
Yes.
It's not a murder if it's a droid that's killed.
Yeah.
Well, tell the Gamora to calm down.
Right.
All
No,
right,
no, no.
well,
You can
I'll
freak
scream
out.
out. calm down, or this Gan dude's gonna blast your head off.
Is that some kind of coercion or?
Master Kirk, how do you know Gant is a man?
Smells like one. I don't know.
Perception roll.
So he on his back he's got NVR1 like this, it's kind of like a mutual pinning.
Is it MVR or MRV?
MRV, sorry.
Okay.
So,
It's supposed to spell Marvin.
his eyes are wide, and I want you to crook. You yelled that. You yelled some stuff. Let's go ahead and have you make a coercion roll. It'll be.
Do you get any bonus for
Me holding a gun on the Gamoran?
Yeah, so we're gonna make this an average coercion and take 2 boosts, one for Gan's presence and one for MRV pinning down.
Alright.
I like it.
That is
2 success, 1 at disadvantage.
2 success ones.
this is a failure. That's a double fail.
I know, but like, what are
Triangles.
these?
Disadvantage.
Oh, those are advantages. Okay.
So he yells, or on the ground now. He kind of looks like he's come out of his initial daze, and he's like, okay, don't shoot me, and yeah, let's just talk this out. Gan, make a perception roll. What would that be?
Perception. Perception's a thing.
Yeah, perception. Yeah.
Difficulty?
Average.
I have 3 successes and 1 disadvantage.
Okay. You see that as he says, "Let's talk this out." He's reaching for something in his pocket, but you can't tell what he.
Okay.
You can't see his pocket, but he's obviously reaching for something.
It's still kind of it can be my turn, right? Ish?
Yeah.
I was gonna hop out and walk toward him with the binders and be like, hey, stick your hands in these.
Okay.
So try to bind him.
So you went first?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he sticks his hand. Well, he's holding. MRV one is on top of him. MRV, am I saying that right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But he's reaching for into his pocket, and he pulls out a small device.
Can I grab it?
He's not particularly listening to you. He's
The
calmed
way
down.
I'm walking, I'm deliberately also making sure that he still has a shot.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So good.
I'm not gonna
You're
walk
walking
in front
around.
of his gun.
Yeah. But yeah.
Do I get to react to this, or
Do I get to react to this?
What's that?
Do I get to react to this?
So that's his.
Entire turn.
So we'll say that's his action. He is no longer wide-eyed. He sounds like he wants people to calm down, but you can Crook. You can see that he's raising a small device, and then the two of you, I guess, have turns.
Can you figure out what the hell it is?
or
who goes next?
zap him?
Yeah, right.
Do you want to go
I
first?
mean, I would say you should go first and get out of my way so I don't hit you. I shouldn't hit you anyway this close, but...
Can I grab the device? From the
Sure.
tent?
Yeah. You're on top of him, so make an easy coordination check.
Easy coordination.
Yeah, we'll make it easy coordination with 1 setback die, just because you're held by him.
Oh.
So
Oh no!
No, I think you...
No, it's a failure.
That's
It's a failure.
Neutral. 2 advantage.
Yeah, it's yeah, right.
No.
So it's a failure.
Yeah.
Yeah, 0's a failure.
0 successes, but 2 advantage.
But 2 advantage. Okay. You reach down and you kind of like you reaching down shifts the weight, and you so you end up kind of rolling to the side, and you actually roll off of him to the other way. But in doing so, you kind of like the device ends up falling out of his hand, so it's on the ground beside him, and now you're now lying kind of between him and the speeder.
And
Shoot the device!
I yell, zap him!
Alright. I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay.
The device, right?
My gun, no, I'm shooting the gun. Gun is on stun.
Stun.
Yeah, so it's gonna do damage to strain.
Okay.
This is, I assume, easy since we're very, very close.
Yes.
Alright.
And
that
he's
was
on,
aiming.
and he is prone.
So he's prone, but I was aiming, so do I add one of both, or do they cancel each other out?
Oh, just add the aiming device. Yeah. You're like basically
Right next to him.
right next to him on top of him. He's prone in a way that doesn't help him.
Okay.
It helps, yeah.
Yeah, because you're above him.
Yeah.
But, like, technically, with range, we get 1 setback by being
Yeah.
prone.
Yeah.
Alright. So, that is not a great roll, but it's good enough. So that's... Oh, shit. Sorry. That's a failure.
Yeah.
I do no... I don't hit. I get 3 advantage, though. What can I do with advantage?
You
What's the,
figure out what the
Yeah.
device is or something?
Let me see the list of advantage. They're there. Wherever, whichever they're on.
You want to do that? You know that?
Oh yeah. This you can notice a single important point in the ongoing conflict.
Yeah, let's notice something about the device then.
Yeah, so originally when you were aiming, you couldn't see his pocket, but now that MRV1 has ruled off and the device gets knocked to the side, it looks like it's a little comm unit that's fallen. Yeah, so you recognize that he, in getting his wits about him, realized that calling for help was probably the only reasonable thing for him to do. But now the device is within reach, but on the ground.
And a shot got
Okay.
fired.
And a shot was fired. It missed.
Yes.
But that might actually pan out well as a warning shot. We'll see if he's still...
So now we're back to the top of the round.
Back to the top.
Can I go again?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
for it.
I'm gonna shoot him again.
Hey.
And I'm gonna.
Well, you can ask him,
I'm gonna
alright,
use my-
are you like, fine, let's go.
I'm
No,
gonna use-
I want him to be zapped.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna use
he's being an
my
ass.
maneuver to aim again.
You maneuver to aim.
Yep.
Okay, I'll go ahead and flip one of these to setback. At a setback.
Okay. Do I add it in or do I
Yep.
just take? Okay.
I think you added it in, yeah.
Leave one. I rolled 5 dice against 1. All right. Okay.
There's so many successes.
Yeah, there's so many fails too.
5 successes,
It's-
3 failures,
yeah,
2
so
advantages.
2 success plus 2 advantage.
Okay.
So that's 9 strain. Do extra successes do more damage?
No, it's helps you recover strain in combat.
No, that's advantages. Successes
Oh, right.
do
I think they
1
do.
extra per.
Yes. Okay.
So I
11.
the base is 9. I think it would just be Up to 10. 'cause
Oh, okay.
we need the
Oh,
whole
this
thing.
this one is the rule excerpt.
Okay. Okay. So.
We should check that because that's something we really should know.
Yeah.
Can check that after.
Yeah, we don't need to check that. Well, yeah, we're just gonna play out this round.
Okay.
Yeah, so you shoot again. The look of terror comes back. What was your advantage?
I had 2 advantage
Yeah.
and 2 successes.
Okay, great. Yeah. So.
Is he stunned or not?
Oh, I'm sorry. I totally forgot that you were shooting stun.
Yeah. So that's against strain.
It's against strain.
He doesn't have any armor.
No.
He should probably be stunned.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. We're gonna go with. I'm not doing the correct mechanics here, but this guy isn't a warrior. You've either stunned him or he's fainted.
It's hard to tell.
It's not clear, but yeah, he's lying on the ground.
Motionless breathing.
Motionless breathing. Yes.
I'm gonna get him into the binders.
Okay, he's in the
And
binders.
then
Great.
I look at him and I point and I go, "You've been zapped."
Oh my god. Okay.
I hope that is your catchphrase.
We should,
And then you immediately take the binders off because we need them later.
we should bring him somewhere
Should throw him in the trunk, right?
and
No.
tie him up with rope.
We
Yeah.
could- is there like a
He doesn't need to be tied
trunk
up.
like
Yeah.
thing in the speeder?
Mhm.
Okay.
Aren't you in a near a warehouse? Can't we throw him in a building?
This speeder looks like a
Should we
I
check
also
his,
smash his
like a-
comm.
smashes combo. Okay, great.
should we check his pockets for other surprises?
Oh yeah. So I'll check his
Is that a
pockets
sexual question?
for surprises.
That was like
You check
that was
the speeder
most
for any
French
kind of-
accented thing you've said yet.
You check the speeder for anything that might get in our way, like tracking devices.
Alright,
Do I find anything in his pockets? I guess.
Oh, you find like a he's got like a taxi ID card. He's got
should
a
take
wallet.
We should probably should take that.
Yeah. I'm gonna take all his IDs.
He's got some lint.
Take that too.
And
Oh, this is a good time to ask. Are credits entirely? There's no like physical credit form, right?
yeah, they're all in chips.
It's all in chips. Okay. So I can't
Yes.
steal the cash out of his wallet.
Yes. That's a good point. I mean,
How
I think
advanced of a society is this? Is the real question. Because
people
poor
carry around their
societies-
credits on little credit sticks, I believe.
Okay.
Oh, like a little like USB stick kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You want it's like the
yeah.
RFID chips.
yeah. It's the same thing.
Yeah. He has some petty.
He has a little credit mechanism.
Yeah, yeah.
Are these normally like? What's the security on these kinds of things? Usually?
So
Like, is it safe to steal? I suppose.
Are we really gonna rob the poor ass taxi driver?
Shush! You're not even here. And yes, I will. Poor ass. I'm poorer than him.
unless, yeah, that's a really interesting question.
Or do I need to like get it decoded or something?
No, you should be able to use this.
Okay.
It's not unthinkable that credits could be tracked, but it's also like not. I don't know. Yeah.
Do I? So I'm kind of
Yeah, I'm gonna take it for sure.
manhandling him in there, and I see you. I assume I see you take these
Would
out.
you say?
Yeah, I'm not trying to hide
Yeah.
it.
Would you say you're gand handling him?
Oh.
So I look at you, and I say, "Do you really need those?"
Yes.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I look for a computer in the speeder.
Like a COM port. or sorry, yeah, some port.
data port.
You don't find anything, or yeah. This is a pretty like run-of-the-mill speeder.
Okay.
Cars today have data ports.
Yeah. Under the hood.
Under the let's go ahead. So let's do what's that? Mechanics check. Give me a mechanics check.
Okay.
Easy. There's not.
Intelligence.
Wait, you?
No, something fell in the couple there.
One success and 2 advantages.
Okay. Yeah. You do the speeder once over. You're reasonably confident that there's nothing fishy. Like this looks like the kind of speeder that a poor taxi driver would drive.
So the taxi
It's
company
not
didn't
low-jack.
put
Yeah, the only taxi-specific device that you find is the little meter on his dashboard.
Oh, maybe he's independent.
Which is still running. You've hit.
How much do we owe him?
You're up to 2150. So
I
you will.
stop.
2150. You owe this taxi driver 150.
That's fine. Just took all his money.
Oh, yeah,
I guess
how
you
much
got
money
the
did he
20
have on
back.
him?
Yeah, it's mine now, though.
So how much did Mark, or did
Oh yeah, he had
much
23 on him in addition to the 20 that you.
Oh, so I can tell how much is on it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Does it like have like a display?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I haven't given this a lot of thought, but that's how I imagine it works.
Oh, I was gonna say if it didn't have a display, I was totally gonna use it to bluff later.
Okay.
I stole this from a very rich man.
If you couldn't
I can't.
couldn't tell how much money was worth, that would really change transactions.
Wait, it's like a credit card, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So I have 43.
Yes.
Are you gonna give him his money back?
No.
Yes. 20 of that was Gans, but
Yeah, I mean, he can say whatever he wants at me.
okay.
Like I don't even bring it up. Like I just taking stuff out of his pockets.
He's in binders. Yes. What did you do with them again? Did you put them?
we put him in the
We're
the
gonna-
luggage compartment?
We should. So we should like bring him back to the shuttle.
Does he have a hat? Does he have any kind of uniform? Do we need to dress
Okay.
him, de-dress him to like dress up as a taxi driver, or is it
He's
just standard clothes taxi drivers?
standard clothes, you know.
No special, just the ID and the cap.
So
But the shuttle's like
Yeah.
we have to go through the spaceport.
Yeah.
To
I mean, he's
get
a
to the
Gamora,
shuttle,
remember?
Right.
We have to go through the spaceport to get to the shuttle.
Gan
right?
thinks we should go back to the shuttle.
Okay.
He is hidden in the luggage compartment.
But can we drive the speeder to the shuttle, or is it parked at the spaceport?
Usually you park it outside
This-
and walk inside.
Well, when we landed in,
Yeah, you're landed off to the side in a private.
Oh, we're private. Okay, yeah. I'll
Yeah,
just
yeah,
go
yeah.
back to the shuttle then.
Yeah.
Give me another beer, please.
Sure.
so we get to the shuttle, and
Hey guys, what's up? How'd the mission go?
We zapped him.
All right, and he's still breathing. Everything's fine. So
Yeah, probably. Let's.
We
prisoner him
strap
up.
him. Yeah, we strap him in one of the seats, and then I have a lock, and we just lock the seat so he can't leave.
Okay, that works.
The speeder is sane, Master Jack.
Excellent,
Fantastic.
fantastic.
We got ourselves a
should
speeder.
we cover his
Head.
eyes
Sure, we put a bag over his head.
Bag.
so he does not see the speeder or the shuttle?
Yeah. Okay, so I'll drive you back to the spot, I guess. Or
Yeah. We should still definitely have the cover over the spot, over the
yeah.
attack point.
Okay. Well, I'll drive Gand back to the spot so he can get ready.
Okay.
But I make sure to hit the meter. I just won't say anything. I start the meter when we go. And I'll drop you off.
And then come back.
Yeah.
And then pick us up. And then
And take you
go
to
to
the
the
spaceport.
So, but you didn't scan any chips before you started the meter.
You're not set to.
Anyone else? There's no comment along with the meter running, nor do I say anything when I drop you off.
Right, but like, there was no point of transaction where you could take money.
It was just to be.
just to be funny.
Just to be.
Okay, so you're back.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure I'm not gonna like lose all my money from.
I've already stole $20 from you. Indirectly. Via the courier.
Wait, who's driving? Who drove?
I'm driving.
You drove?
Oh, do I need to do some kind of driving check?
You're not doing like intensive driving. You're allowed to drive.
What? Make a.
So I'm gonna give you back
Planetary driving.
Cool.
your credits minus 10.
That's piloting.
Okay.
No,
It'd be.
you can drive a speeder. I'm not worried about that.
It's actually
Okay.
not terrible to
Give-
spread it out a little bit.
Presence. Give me a cool check.
Cool check?
Yeah.
Are you cool enough to drive the speeder?
Is it like in the Fifth Element where?
I'll have you know. I put a point into cool before I even read what it was.
I did too.
I am not cool.
I'm a robot. so
Against what? 2?
Average, yeah.
Okay.
2 fails.
So that would be
one success.
one success
Actually-
against one success that's a crit against a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
the crit like a success and an advantage?
I'm pretty sure.
Which is a,
No, it's
It
a
acts as
success, and you get like a.
which is a.
It's a success and a crit.
Oh, that's what I just asked.
Sorry, didn't you say success and advantage? It doesn't count as
No,
an
no.
advantage.
He
Oh,
has,
sorry. Yeah.
he has a disadvantage.
Well, in
Okay.
And the
combat,
critical
it can account,
success.
like there are you can use it to
For
gain
things, yeah, yeah.
advantages
Okay.
that you would spend like multiple advantages to get.
So you drive back to your ship, and you don't raise any eyebrows or anything like
Okay.
people would. You look like everyone who sees you assumes that it's your
Okay.
vehicle.
Okay.
Yep.
So I drop him off, and I drop them off at the spaceport.
Oh. You
Actually,
we'll give you boosts
Don't I
in
need to be
any
at the point?
speeder driving checks regarding with this speeder. You can have a boost since you drove back so much like a boss.
Sweet.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Well, let's
so
roll in position.
yeah,
Well,
I went with him because I don't need to be at the spaceport. I have a stun gun.
Oh, you're a
Yeah.
spaceport man.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You guys are at the spaceport.
Wait.
We're at the attack point. He's up top. I'm across the street, just
Yeah.
like wandering, loitering, not causing too much attention.
Out of sight, I've rigged like just a line down so I can get down quickly without
Okay.
having to spend
His
more than
climbing
1
gear.
maneuver.
yeah. So, okay, great.
So it's up to you guys. We trust. We're putting a lot of faith in you guys to be at the spaceport and do the things to get the guys in the car into the speeder and then
Okay.
come to us.
How much time do we have before the shuttle arrives?
It's like 1 o'clock now. So
Oh, we need to be on marks.
yeah, it
Okay.
it could come in the next about hour and a half.
Okay.
We'll
Well, I'm
radio,
like circling around so that I don't pick up anyone.
we'll radio you guys and let you know that we're both ready.
Yep, we're in position.
You
All
guys
right.
get
So-
back on your way over.
At the spaceport, is there a taxi line?
There's nothing really there's nothing standard. Like the area out front of the spaceport is just kind of like random parking of taxis. It's not super organized.
And there's not very many though, right? Like it's
How many
one
are-
or two.
This morning when you were there were like 5.
Yeah. What's the afternoon look like?
Five, but not the same.
Yeah, right. So,
How many of the other taxi drivers are human? 'Cause that could be an advantage. If they're human, they probably want to ride with another human, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're
Well,
just
they're also-
assuming because they're bad guys, they're also speciest.
Yes.
Or they'll be suspicious.
Like looks for like.
yeah.
Generally.
Or they'll
you
be
wanna
suspicious because a human driver in the Gamorrean planet.
You've seen a couple other human taxi drivers. Most are Genrian, but
Okay.
hello. So, are you both in a taxi?
No,
He's in the spaceport.
yeah, I'm in a spaceport looking for the arrivals.
Okay.
Well,
So you find a spot.
where I can see the screen without any guard seeing me
Okay. Yeah.
Forgot about that.
far away from the trash.
Let's have a cool.
Cool.
He is so not
Easy.
cool.
Yeah. Describe. Describe your entrance into the spaceport.
Well, I walk and like go fold under a bench
Okay.
with a view of the screen.
Because it doesn't have another setting, right? It's just
No, it's a black.
Casually.
Whistling.
Because
Give me a cool
wasn't
check.
stun.
Easy or hard or
We'll go
Why do
easy.
you think that?
I thought that's what we
That's
thought
plus.
last session.
wow, that's
I
a
don't
success.
remember. Where's the list?
With a disadvantage though.
I mean, you can buy any gun at half price if you get it as a stun.
Incredible.
I thought that's what we did last time.
Well, I mean, I can do some math to figure that out.
So-
I don't remember that though.
It's fairly
That was a long time
it's
ago.
it's bustling. This is the
Where's,
busy
like,
part of the day.
It's in the big book. Which
You don't attract the attention of any of the guards.
Afterwards. You're not going to be shooting.
So
anyone.
you managed to get in and find a spot. Yeah, we'll say that it's fairly uneventful. You can see the boards and everything. We're drawing close to the scheduled arrival time.
Yeah, that one.
You see
It's another weapon. Gear equipment.
on the B gate you see
Yeah.
numbers flash 62X. Over the loudspeaker, you're hearing announcements.
Light blaster pistol for 3.
Do
with a stun setting.
so you guys are at the warehouse.
Yeah.
Okay, you're circling.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to be alerted.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna call him the com.
Make a
That wasn't-
perception check.
I don't know. Do you spend all your money? I did.
Yeah, I think I actually bought it.
Perception, it's
Okay.
cunning.
Make it easy.
It didn't work, but I have 2 advantages.
Because the reason why I think that
Okay.
I used to have like when I started, I thought I had like
You
because I had a bunch of money. 'cause I
You
didn't spend it,
see,
and that's why I like riot pants is gonna be good. But then I was like, oh crap, I bought a really expensive pistol. Now I don't have any money.
Okay.
What was your perception? I'm just curious what your perception. What was your die?
We can also check the recording from last week.
You're looking. Okay. So it's 1:30. And you see on the screen, you see YR 238. and a group of 3 dumb druids and a guy who looks like some kind of mechanic steps off the platform and walks out towards the place.
Okay, on the comm, I say, our masters, our shuttle just landed.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go up and park then.
And I unfold and start leaving the spaceport to be waiting on the
Okay.
the door.
So you head out. You haven't actually identified the people.
No, but I need to be outside anyway to be credible in the.
Okay.
Of course it's cool.
Although a dumb droid speaking is not really credible, but no one thought about that. So.
All right. So you head out. People are coming out. There's a a small uptake and mostly Gamorreans.
So is there 2 suspicious humans walking together with like smugglers kind of outfit?
Goatee.
Yeah. So you followed. You headed out, right? So I think.
Yeah, but
I think in the crowd you kind of you recognize correctly that the ship was there, but I think we'll say that you got distracted and head out. You haven't identified the people.
Masters, I cannot identify our target.
Well, look harder.
Master Crook, I'm afraid you will have to help me with that. Have an eye out for our 2 targets.
Okay, well, I'm parked in front. I'll look out and see if I find anyone who looks suspicious.
Yeah, so a relatively well-dressed human comes up to your taxi.
It's just one person?
Just one guy. And says, south side.
I kind of wave. Yeah, like I'm not gonna make eye contact. I'm just gonna wave him away.
Okay. He's like, "Excuse me, sir. Can we get going?" He's putting his bag in.
No. I'm waiting for someone.
He's frustrated, but he seems convinced. So he moves on to the next.
That was easy.
Next cab. Crook, give me perception.
Perception.
Cunning, and I don't know much about that.
Against how many?
2.
2.
Two advantages.
Neutral and 2, or I guess fail and 2 advantages.
No successes to advantage. So he doesn't see them, but maybe they see him.
Yeah, I guess that is what I'm. This is hard.
I feel like we should have used a bonus roll.
I thought about it as I was rolling.
Could we just roll a bonus roll and?
Low. It's like 1.
No.
Yeah.
So, now it's made because we.
Go ahead, take it.
Yep.
Nope. Nothing.
Karma, guys. You cannot play the dices like that.
You're saying there are chromatic effects on our karma system?
Probably.
The force. I'm in the force.
Yeah. I mean, is there anyone who looks like they could be candidates?
Yeah. So
Pair of people. who are there are two people or two any creatures walking together.
Yeah, it
Well, we
seems
know
like
they're human, right?
I thought we couldn't. Well, yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
they have to
Yeah.
be human.
Yeah.
So we don't.
Yeah.
We literally can't tell if they're human because they're wearing too many clothes.
no. Okay, so yeah, you do eventually see two humans. They are walking towards the. They're not walking right towards you. They're walking back towards the back of the line.
Radio, like, MRV, go get them. Back that way.
Half price human
master.
special.
Good, master. Can I catch up on them?
Yeah.
Oh. Taxi? Taxi? Really good price. Really good price. My master has really good price.
That's good. Let's see how coercive you are.
Wouldn't that be a negotiation?
Sure, I'll let you do either. Since you're
Thanks, man. Yeah, so it will be the exact same thing. Is it easy or average?
easy.
And it works!
One success, no.
You're the only one who can roll well here.
One
One success, no advantage, no disadvantage.
Yeah, so these two humans kind of give you a weird look, but so there's actually a Gamorrean that's with them who looks sort of some kind of bodyguard or something.
Looks buff.
He looks buff.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got like a typical Gamorrean axe, which you don't see a lot of in the city, but it's
Okay. As they get up to the
but
speeder,
so the Gamorrean seems fine with convinced by this offer. So the humans follow him, and the three of them get to your speeder.
before they can like get in or anything, like, where y'all going?
The human. So one of the humans is carrying a briefcase. He just hands you a slip of paper. Has an address. It's the address of the warehouse.
Okay.
Good.
That's good.
And yeah. So the one with the briefcase gets in the passenger seat, and the Gamorrean and the other guy get in the back.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll drive them out towards the warehouse, making sure.
Wait,
Where do you go?
where do I go?
Start running.
And you could hop in
I'm
the
a
trunk.
dumb.
I'll be like, hop in the trunk. I'll pop the trunk.
So I hop in the trunk. And while they're closing the door, I message in the com. Master Khan, Master Jack, we have the target. There is a change of plans. A Gamorrean guard is with them. If Master Gun could find a way to solve this problem, that would be great.
You're saying this from the trunk.
I mean, you don't.
Could you have said this before you got in the trunk? Because you know.
He's
Well,
very
I think
quiet. He can regulate his voice.
he's a droid anyway. Does he have to like?
Oh yeah, is it
Does
like
he have to speak audibly to translate?
Yeah, this is Star Wars. He has to speak out of it.
right? But it could just be beeps that they don't understand.
You speak binary?
You-
Oh yeah, you do actually.
Okay.
I don't know that.
Wait, you speak binary?
Well, I mean, I speak lots of things,
Oh, okay.
He's a man.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, that's good to know.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I would have had to be.
Did you take the languages?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know. You have to do that.
Yeah, that's
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I mean, I think it'd be reasonable that you could understand binary if you wanted to take that one, but.
I mean, depending on what tree you have.
What is that?
Oh yeah, that probably is in a tree
Yeah.
Okay.
rather than just a
Yeah.
language.
I had to change my tech tree from to add low tech to have speak binary because Matt will not give me speak binary.
Okay. Yeah. So you're off.
Okay. So I'm just gonna drive, whiz along, and make sure when I know when I'm getting close that there's like no one like right in front of me or right behind me.
Mm-hmm.
And then as we approach the warehouse with the alley, okay. So what's the on off for this? Is there like a button? Is there a key?
Good question. I think there's some kind of like
Some kind of key-like
yeah,
thing. Okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna be as we get, say, well, the alley's on the left, say, and I'll be like, oh, I know a shortcut, and then I'll turn into the alley and then slow down,
You don't have to say anything. They don't know the place, right?
and then I'll pop, I'll turn off the vehicle as we're still like hovering and have some momentum. Pull the key out, pop the trunk, and then dive out the side.
Okay.
Do you have
But-
any weapons or skills at all?
Meanwhile, like
Okay, so
during the drive, what did you do?
We're waiting.
and ready.
I'm on the street and he's in the.
Okay.
So
So you saw us arriving.
when I see Crook
dive out
dive out,
the speeder.
I assume I get a roll for something on that.
as I see him jump out, I would like to then take my first shot at the Gamoran.
Okay. Let's roll for initiative.
Okay.
Oh, do I get the dive?
And do we get any surprise?
I shouldn't say anything.
Any surprise round here? Or is the dive the surprise?
The dive might be the surprise.
Is there chance who's left?
Yeah, there's some food left. Yeah. Okay.
And I have my pistol on me. I think it's a pistol. Yeah, it's not the right version because that was too expensive.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can I try to reach the food somehow?
Matt, can you scooch in so Derek can get out?
Yeah.
True.
Down here.
Peek at all his secret notes.
I've been trying. They're really small. Can't read any of it.
So, rolling for initiative, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I assume this is all cool for us. Well, I was not expecting him to jump out of the car like that.
I think it's a perfectly fine plan. He doesn't
I
want
got
to
a
be.
bodyguard,
I have a bodyguard and
and they're all behind me, facing me.
right.
Yeah, but if you had just stayed in and things started firing, they may not have realized you were part of the...
Oh man.
They would have realized I stopped in the middle of an alley,
Yeah, and
you could miss and hit me.
exactly. He could have been in the way, and also I actually really like this because now they're all gonna get out and they're gonna be looking at him because they're like, "What the hell did he just do?" And
Plus, I
then
popped the trunk.
he
so
popped the
could
trunk
pop out.
so he could get out. and so-
Regardless, Gan was not expecting this
okay.
this circumstance to arise. So
Well,
should I
Gan
roll?
needs to embrace the chaos.
Should I roll vigilance instead of cool? / I want to roll vigilance instead of cool because
No, roll cool.
okay.
So
I only get to roll 1 die for cool, but for vigilance I get to roll 3.
did we get? Oh God, I can't remember. Do you have Did I give you any skill
I get one.
tree for me? Did I give you a skill tree for me? I have a blank skill tree, and I don't think that that's correct. I think that I think I bought a skill.
Well, I'm sure you have a skill. You mean
Sorry, a talent.
talent, yeah.
Would you have sent me it digitally?
No.
Send it to me digitally?
I don't think I did.
How much did it cost? Would it have
No,
cost?
I don't have your thing with me. Or if I do, it's... Oh, here it is. Sorry.
I remember reading Ready for Anything and being like, yes, I want that. So I really think that I spent the early experience points to get that, but I don't.
Okay.
So,
Um,
can you roll cool?
Yes, because the reason I ask is because I get a -1 bad thing on cool checks.
That's one of these.
Yeah.
I only have
I
your
don't think anything
first
has been assigned.
Okay.
page, so I don't have any talents
Okay.
on here.
We're gonna go with I did buy it. I'm
Okay.
very confident I did.
So what's your cool?
My cool is
You get 1 plus
perception
presence.
or presence.
So you get 1 and 1 for cool.
1 and 1. So 2 greens and
No, 1
No.
green, 1 yellow.
1 green, 1 yellow. And no bad things. Oops, sorry.
Wow, that was bad. That was actually really good. Wait.
Yeah. Probably.
So what'd you get?
4.
4! Woo! No, 2.
No, that's
Oh,
2.
sorry.
Advantage.
2.
Two.
Sorry.
I also had 2.
I had 1. JR, roll cool when you get a chance.
Oh,
Yeah, 0.
I had 2. Yeah, 0.
0? Okay. And then, so, let's see, you both got 2. Goose, what do we gotta deal with the bad guys?
So the businessmen I rolled together. They got. Oh yeah, I guess it only matters like. Oh yeah, I guess it only matters the numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can go and whatever. So 1, 3, and 1, 2. They work very well.
Wow.
So
Okay. So you got a 3.
So I think the 2s all need to reroll. Is that the idea?
Well, what about the Gomorran? You have 3 NPCs, right?
So I'm rolling the 2 businessmen together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They should probably be rolled separately, from what I was reading.
No, they can be acting as a group.
Yeah, I'm gonna act
If they
them as a
if
group.
they always go at the same time, that's probably good.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Alright, so the 2s.
Everyone had 2.
So that was both of you and.
That's the wrong guy.
Another 2.
Another 2.
1.
Okay.
Okay.
So NPC, PC, PC,
Jeff, can you
NPC, PC, PC. So,
Maybe.
one of the NPCs gets to go first.
Yeah.
And then 2 of us get to go, and then
1, then
the
2.
other, yeah.
Okay.
So 1 of him, 2 of us, 1 of him, 2 of us.
Do you get to shoot?
We can have me be the first PC to go for 1.
We don't get like a surprise round?
I think
Mark,
you're jumping out of
Make
the thing.
an acrobatics check.
Oh, I do it.
And-
acrobatics. Okay.
Take a boost
Athletics.
Take a boost?
because
It's called athletics in this.
you feel like you've almost become one with this
With
Rustio
the speeder? Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the speeder. 2 successes and an advantage. Oh wait, what is that against?
Average. Average.
Only roll positive dice. Oops.
Lots of disadvantage.
2 successes, 3 disadvantage.
Awesome. Yeah. So you successfully pop the trunk, and you
Turn it off.
grab
turn
the
it on,
key.
Grab the key and jump out. Well, still has a little bit of momentum.
A little momentum. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So it's like
So they're gonna go
This is
past.
I'm going like 5 miles an hour. And
Okay.
I hop out so it just kind of goes off in front of me. I don't want to hop out and be right next to them.
okay.
Or I
Okay.
stand up.
So you you kind of stumble over the door, and roll, and then you're basically prone on the ground. You didn't make it graceful. But as one as you thought you were with the speeder, you forgot that most speeders stop moving when you turn them off.
They don't
And
retain
so,
the momentum?
No, so the speeder has jerked a stop right beside you, and you're lying kind of face down.
Face down on the ground?
Yeah.
I go, ooh!
But the trunk's open. And then, can you give me the list since you took it?
NPC, PC, PC, NPC, PC, PC. I feel like I'm power spelling or something.
Okay. Wait, there were 2 PCs at the end? Or just 1?
2 at the end.
Yeah, okay. Wow.
One of you, 2 of us, one of you, 2 of us.
Yeah.
Does it matter who it is?
No.
The,
We can go in any order.
Yeah, you should go first.
Yep.
And then I should go second.
And I'll go last, no problem.
No. Well, we'll see.
I'm in the trunk.
He's face down on the ground. You might be the most,
I see the trunk popping open, and then
Yeah. Oh.
It jerks to a stop. And you hear me go, ooh!
and I raise from the trunk, raising my arms. Sorry.
The Gamorrean who had been behind you in the speeder,
Could we have had a slight discussion before they arrived? Shoot the Gamorrean first.
We could, but you guys didn't say anything. You said you were waiting.
Yeah.
he jumps out and draws his axe, and
He was in the passenger side, right?
yeah.
I'm on the driver's side, for sure.
Okay.
And I'm in a building.
And he's in the building on the passenger side.
Yeah, that actually makes sense with my conception of.
Yeah, that makes sense with my geography.
Good.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
My friend wants to join. Do you know the link?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, who's on there now?
One person. I think it's still Bubba.
Hi, Bubba.
Hey, Boba.
Hello, person. Actually, I don't know who it is. It's
Boba's
one
a good
person.
generic name.
It's one person on Twitch.
What's up, Boba? If you're not Boba.
Sorry. They log off. Guys, you don't know who I am.
He's not watching. So what happens? Oh yeah,
Or it could be Orion.
I think Ryan's watching TV. I don't think.
Oh yeah, he's watching football.
Yeah.
This is better than football.
Whoa. Slow down.
For all
This is better than football.
you one person who's watching on the Twitch screen,
See.
hockey starts this week. So
Oh,
forget
don't make
football.
this about hockey too.
Forget football.
You're gonna a whole bonus hockey podcast.
Oh yes. Okay, I'll be quiet then.
We talked about sports statistics for like 50 minutes.
Oh my god, that's a lot of minutes.
Alright, so this morning.
Alright,
He jumped out
yeah.
to the passenger side, right?
Yeah. Awesome.
He was on the back though, yeah.
Yeah. But he's gonna take a swing at you,
Who?
Mark?
at Mark.
Mark
He's on the
jumped
wrong
out
side.
So he's jumping out and
I
then
dropped out the driver's
No,
side.
sorry. The Gamorrean. Sorry, he was behind you.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Sorry,
Okay.
He's on the driver's
I
side.
just answered
Yep.
your question. Yes, without listening to your question. Yes, the Gamorrean was in the back seat behind you, so he jumps out and. So I think
Do I roll something in defense?
that's what I'm looking for. So
It says my defense is 0.
melee.
It's a skill check and engages
Yeah.
two
it's everything is
difficulties.
all melee is average difficulty. So he's whatever he's rolling
Yeah.
will be against 2 purple dice.
are against each other. And then these are against each other. I'm not good with dice.
No.
Ben, do you know the melee?
That's its own thing.
Well, they're red.
Oh,
Yeah,
the red
the
one.
red.
Yeah.
What do you know? What I use to determine what I'm rolling for melee?
Whatever the weapon is.
Whatever the weapon is.
Yeah, it should.
There's a melee skill. So it's brawn and then melee
Or
skill.
yeah. So if,
Oh,
if it's a
okay.
melee
Okay.
weapon,
So if it
how
just
many
says
is-
melee, that means it's melee 1, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's
It'd
so
be
melee
whatever
is
is
melee is an artifact of brawn.
Yeah.
So you take the brawn and then
Oh, yeah.
you take the ranks in melee.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Ready for this, Mark? It's coming your way. Oh, I missed the tower.
Oh, good. You fail.
Failed.
What I have?
Fail.
So,
2 failures, 1 success.
What do you have? Fail!
So one fail, everything is neutral,
Okay.
other than the fail.
He was using his hands to draw his axe, so he kind of propels himself over the door.
For a Gamaran, it's kind of a success.
Yeah. So you can just imagine like
Big fat thing.
big fat thing kind of rolling over, trying to do like a one of those things where the legs go like this over the door. And then the axe kind of follows in the same motion. So anyway, needless to say, when it comes down, it does not come down on you. It comes down.
That's the ground.
It just hits the ground, kind of
Inches away from your head.
to the left of your torso.
I
or something.
dramatically look like the camera. It's like, the camera's like ground level
Yeah.
on my
Yeah.
face, and
Yeah.
the axe comes
Right,
down
right.
between us.
And everyone pauses for a second to be like, did that just happen? Yeah, alright, well.
The camera follows the twist of his torso
Yeah.
and the axe. Then it follows it down like a Wes Anderson pan,
Yeah.
and then you're
a
still face down like
If
this.
it's going down, it's a tilt.
A tilt.
We had this conversation last
That's
time.
right.
Hands left to
We'll have
right.
this conversation every time. Comes down, axe, marks
Chink.
Crook's face, axe in front of it.
Yes.
Two PCs.
Okay, I'm gonna go first. Unless
I'll go second, please.
Why?
He wants to get out of there. Get out of the
Oh, well, I guess it's not.
Yeah, but can't we just kill him for you?
I guess, yeah, the Gamorrean doesn't go again until I get to go.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Gand is going to fire not at the Gamorrean, but instead at the guy with the briefcase in the front because
Okay.
he looks special.
Okay.
So you need to stun.
So you're at
So I assume I'm at average range.
You're at average range.
Or at normal range.
Don't we need their clothes and their briefcase and things?
I guess we shouldn't put holes in them. Huh?
Right. Yeah. So
That's why we
these
need
are
to stun.
stun shots.
These are stun shots, which will be against.
So I hope you all appreciate that while that happened, you hear, Gant is going to shoot the guy with the briefcase because Gant thinks he's special.
I'm also going to use maneuver to aim.
Okay. Great. Yeah.
So I want to use both maneuvers to aim. No, I don't.
Wait. You only.
I can spend strain to get on the second maneuver.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not going to do that because I don't think I need to.
Briefcase man is on high alert. Go ahead and add
Step back. Okay. So we've got
A
ooh,
crit.
That's nice. Oh, nice! A triumph.
Red.
Oops, that was just that. So I am
Oh wow.
super killing this.
That's
So that's 3 successes and 2 advantage with a crit. Okay, this is where I need to be reminded of what I can do with a crit, with a triumph.
Yeah.
you
So.
have the booklet.
Yeah, it's at the bottom.
You got it. Okay. Do you have your weapon as well? Because your weapon might have things, but then they're also
it's just a stun setting. That's all I have.
okay.
Okay, so my weapon says crit at 5. What is that? Is that 5 additional damage?
So if you do 5 damage, you inflict a critical wound.
Okay.
Wait.
My damage is only 4.
If it says so, the critical rating of a weapon.
Yeah.
Is that damage or is that surplus successes? Because mine does 9 every time, but it says crit is 3.
Good question. Let me.
Well, I'll read up while I'm waiting for my turn.
Sure. Okay.
I think we can
I-
safely say that
I
it's
got-
not the damage.
I got 3. And if I can do a crit with that, I'll definitely do a crit with that.
You're not inflicting wounds on him, though.
Yeah, you're not.
Oh, dang it, you're right. Okay.
But you still have a critical success on your shooting. Which is sweet. What's going on?
Alright.
Can you add?
So I'm going to, with my triumph, I will assign that to upgrade Mr. No, we're gonna upgrade an allied character's next check. I'm gonna upgrade
Okay.
Jeff's next check,
Cool.
and then with my 2 advantage,
You wanna
I'm
just put
going
this
to add a
right here
boost
for me?
die. Actually, no, I'm gonna add a setback die to the Gamoran's next check.
Okay.
Like it. I like it a lot.
And he takes 9, unless... Did we ever find out about extra successes doing extra damage? This is a little bit of an infest.
No,
It doesn't
okay.
look like it.
They do not...
There's nothing in here.
Okay.
Doesn't look like anything.
Alright. Well, yeah. I'll do a more in-depth research of that later. We'll just... For this, we'll play it. that way.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, sorry, no. Each remaining success adds +1 damage.
Hey! Other than the first, I assume?
Yeah, once you are successful, the remainder.
Okay. So, he takes
Nice.
11 strain. Briefcase guy, that is.
Briefcase guys should be knocked out.
I don't know.
Do it. I don't know how much.
Pretty close.
That's a lot. Yeah, but it's not. It might not.
I don't think I one-shot him.
Would you say 9?
11.
11
11? And it's a
strain.
strain.
Everything goes straight to strain. Which I think is based off of willpower. Willpower plus 10, maybe.
I believe it is.
Sorry, 9.
11.
11.
Joins.
He really wants
Yeah.
mine.
Hi, Rich.
Hi, Rich.
Hi, Rich.
Hello,
That's
Rich.
the camera. Hi, Rich.
What's that one doing?
That's your camera.
Hi, Rich.
Oh.
That's you 3. This
Yeah,
one's
yeah,
me
yeah,
and
yeah.
me
Okay.
and JR.
A quick summary. We're capturing 2 human traffickers with a bodyguard.
Well, maybe not human. We don't know.
Whatever. Species traffickers. Slave traffickers.
People traffickers.
Yeah, people traffickers. We just started fighting them in an alley in a warehouse, next to a warehouse.
Okay.
So he still is conscious.
He's still conscious. Yeah. the blue
Yeah.
beams of energy hit him, and he's woozied a little bit. It looks like, but he's still conscious. I guess he's still sitting in the driver's seat.
Okay.
So
In the passenger seat.
Yeah.
passenger seat, sorry, in the front. Yeah.
Got it.
Cool. All right. Person 2.
Person 2.
Person two.
DC2. Who is that going to be? Mark? Or is that going to be Jeff?
Jeff.
I'm gonna shoot at him.
Jack, not Jeff.
All right.
Jack Core. Jack.
Jack is inspired by that shot.
I am super inspired by that shot. So I'm gonna pull out. I already have my blaster ready and aimed, and so I'm gonna shoot at the Gamorrean.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to stun him. I'm trying to murder him because he's big and scary, and we don't need him.
What happened to? Oh, we don't want to kill anyone.
We don't care about the Gamorrean. He's the bodyguard. The bodyguard's
He
gotta die.
attacked me with an axe. He
Yeah,
has to die.
I
Yeah.
thought you were saying this on moral grounds.
No.
Gant was all for killing people.
Well, we need the briefcase people. We need their briefcase. We need their clothes. You know, we don't need the Gamorrean. We're gonna kill him. So,
And maybe the Gamorrean is actually the guy we need.
I mean,
oh,
I would say if we can take out one of the guys, then that's one fewer person who has any actions to take.
You're in the middle of action. You
Okay, yeah, no, you should-
I'm
good.
on the other side of the vehicle, and this has caught
yeah.
this
Shoot,
battle.
shoot,
I'm
shoot,
scared
shoot,
for his
shoot,
life,
shoot,
so I'm
shoot,
gonna shoot
You're,
a guy.
you're at a normal range, so
Normal
two,
range.
two purple.
So
He's been-
two
his-
purple,
The check has been upgraded for him though.
and I have the
As a result
blue,
of my.
Yeah.
and then I have my ranged light is one of my career skills, and it's rank 1. So does that give me any? I think that gives me
It gives you one yellow die
1 yellow die. Okay.
And now we need
instead of a
green.
green.
Instead of a
green,
green.
yeah.
Okay.
So you get one yellow.
It's just like a skill.
1 yellow,
Yeah.
1 green, 2 purple, and a
Yeah.
blue. And
Did you
what's the
apply
blue
the
for?
upgrade from Ben?
So what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
that's
blue
the
die.
So
No.
that's a different thing.
Did
Upgrade.
you give
Oh.
you gave him a boost and an upgrade?
I did not give him a boost. I gave the Gamorrean a debuff, a setback.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
right.
So I gave him just the upgrade. Which
Okay.
Means,
Right.
Is that an extra one of these, or does he
So
have to
you
up
can
to one of
add
these?
a green or upgrade a green to yellow.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I
think
think
it
you
has to-
have to
he has to
spend the upgrade to yellow.
That's okay.
So you
Yeah,
get
that's
2
fine.
yellow dice.
2 yellow.
But didn't you say you were aiming?
Yeah, and
So
so,
if
do I
it's
get
aiming, you get a boost, right?
You get a boost for aiming.
a boost for aiming? And I don't.
I think that's good. I think that's it.
Okay. And are these the only detriments that are coming at me?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. It's our first real combat, guys.
Success.
So 2 hits, but 2 disadvantage,
2 hits but 2 disadvantage.
or 2
Yeah.
2 success.
Okay.
2 success, 2 disadvantage.
So what?
It's not too bad.
So what damage do you do?
He's doing.
My weapon does.
Now there's blood on this Peter.
It's green blood. It's fine.
Still blood.
My.
No, he's on. He's not on the speeder. He's on the ground. The Gamorrean's on.
You want to see what you can
Oh,
do?
you
Do you have
fell,
that?
flop on the ground?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
thought only the axe.
I don't know
I
how
have the
to.
table here if you want to spend your.
No, it was the whole. The Gamorrean jumped.
The
Oh, no,
spray
I
of
have it,
blood
yeah.
kind of
Okay.
got on this Peter.
I don't know how to count damage.
What's your weapon that you're using?
5.
5.
So 5 plus 1 is 6.
5 plus 1 is 6. That's it. Okay.
Great.
Shoot his leg off or something.
Yeah, you're not activating any abilities of your weapon or anything like that. Gotcha. Okay. So 6. That does. Okay.
The idea is that he takes wounds now, 6 minus his soak.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. And I think the critical is just anything. Any damage above the critical modifier or critical number of the weapon is critical damage instead of normal damage.
Yeah. So
Which does additional things.
it gives you a critical wound. So You can.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
after
yeah.
you exceed, how does that work?
There's the table for criticals. Yeah.
Once you exceed your wound threshold, then you're actually like physically hurt.
Right.
And then you start taking wounds. I think up to your wound threshold again. Does that sound correct, basically?
And then you die.
It's been a long time since I've
Well,
Yes.
for NPCs, once they hit their wound threshold, they're dead.
Okay.
For
Oh, right. Except
PCs,
so for NPCs, there's kind of a distinction.
you're knocked out.
There's kind of a distinction between nemesis and minions.
Yeah, yeah.
Nemesis is act more like PCs.
Oh,
So
they're
when a
like
PC
bosses.
suffers wounds greater than his threshold, you're incapacitated until you're healed.
Okay.
And then you also get one critical injury. But it looks like yeah, with the weapon thing, I think if you do net damage greater than the critical threshold, that person just gets a critical injury on top of whatever damage they took.
Okay. Yeah.
Which you have the table there for that.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, did that happen?
No.
I think yours. Okay, no. Okay. All right.
Okay. So.
Now does the Gomorran look? Although I can't see him, so yet.
You're still in the trunk.
I'm still in the trunk. But I heard shot now, so I know that it's action time.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna learn kung fu. Show someone with a jack and a chair and some old school cassettes.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Sorry.
There's more thing about metrics, but sure.
So, did anything happen with your disadvantages yet, or have you assigned any?
Oh no, I haven't. Oh yeah, that's right. So. You got the disadvantage. Sorry.
Who did?
You have 2 disadvantage along with your
Oh, right. That football game score is 3-2.
Yeah, we're just gonna say that you.
Is that actual football they're watching?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, soccer.
From the you just you take the shot and you hit, but just from the recoil you kind of slip. So for your next attack, you'll take a step back.
Okay.
So what, does that mean I have to re-aim? Or
You'll just take a black die.
You'll take a black die.
Okay. I'm still aiming.
Yeah.
You can aim again.
Unless you
just
want
have
to move.
both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So the
Briefcase guy and other guy.
the briefcase guy. He
Should be in a bad shape.
actually, yeah, he's gonna. He tries to get a read on where the shot came from. That has stunned him. So he jumps out of the speeder and just hunkers down behind it. So he pulls out
On which side?
Behind it.
on the
Oh.
passenger's side.
Okay.
I'm
on the which side? I'm on.
You're on the
Passenger
passenger side.
So basically, you're like
Okay,
closer
so he's,
to you
he's
now.
hunching down, like right.
No,
And the
you're on
one-
the driver's side.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
I didn't.
I'm on the driver's side. He's on the driver's side. The Gamorrean's on the driver's side. The
I'm
man
in
with
the
the
trunk.
briefcase and Crook are on the passenger side.
No.
No.
I'm Gan.
Or Gan, sorry. And Gan are
Okay.
on the passenger side.
And I'm in the trunk.
Well, so he
It's
hunkers
really
down.
important. I'm in the trunk.
Yes.
Get you
As
forgot.
of now. He draws his blaster and he's still fairly disoriented, so he takes a shot at the only person that he knows is there, which is Mr. Crook over here, lying on the ground.
It's like underneath the speeder.
Well, I guess that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
So you're lying on the ground.
Yeah.
So you're prone. So he takes a setback die from that.
Yeah. So it's going to be an
Well, no,
average.
the guy aiming because
Yeah.
it's harder to hit.
So I'm
not displaying profile.
going with average, and then this is going to be modified.
No sure he's prone. He's like
Yeah.
Face down.
For all intents and purposes, prone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm involuntarily prone.
Yes.
maybe he has his butt sticking out or something.
Okay. So
Do we
he.
get to see
Yeah,
these?
we get to see these, GM.
Do you get to see them?
We get to see everything.
Do we? What?
Not if I don't want to show you.
The
Well,
gym?
we
Okay.
have to know what to assign if there are things for us to assign.
Ooh.
So that's everything equals
Completely
up. Nothing.
cancels. Flip.
Completely cancels.
0 of everything.
Yeah. So he tries to shoot underneath the speeder
And
at
he hits
Crook,
the
but
speeder.
he. Yeah. There's just not enough room there, and he just fires into the ground. So.
All right, and his buddy.
So a little puff of smoke.
So you
Or,
had an axe
or-
whip and a blaster hit the ground at your feet.
Yes.
All right.
Today's
He is a
lucky
great
day.
damage sponge. We should do this more often.
I'm just kind of like walking around
Yeah.
with fear in my eyes.
Confidence.
Now that they're all out of the speeder, you jump back in the speeder and you drive away.
Not the worst.
Can I have my
plan of
die
all.
back?
Oh, your face. Yeah.
I'm gonna have the other human make a
Without a
perception
briefcase?
check.
Yeah.
Um.
So that was the briefcase guy that just did that.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So he succeeds with a lot of advantage. Yeah. So
He's cheating over here.
actually I
That's
cheated.
rule 0.
It's rule 0, and for your information, I cheated in your favor.
Prove it.
You know what?
His rule 0, the GM can do whatever he wants.
Yeah. So human in the back, he kind of braces himself in the speeder, and draws his carbine as well, and tries to figure out where these shots are coming from. He shouts out to the others. They're on both of the roofs. We've got to get out of here. And he also just kind of, his main focus is trying to figure out where people are, and it seems like he has a general idea of what's going on, but he also fires his gun at the ground.
By
So
the ground, you mean me or?
yes, I mean you. So what's that going to be? That's going to be this, but he's not very focused, so we're going to give him a setback and see what that
This was part of it as well.
That's
So he succeeds by quite a bit.
he succeeds
Ooh,
with
one
one
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
So 2 success, 1 disadvantage.
So I'm gonna spend that disadvantage.
You're going to spend that disadvantage. Good.
Right?
So finally, the
So
person
that's one string.
he takes a string.
That's
nice.
the only thing you can do with one.
Oh, okay.
That's perfect for us.
Yep.
No, that doesn't.
Well, that's not the.
Yeah. We need to
Oh
stun
yeah,
him
we
too.
we see need to stun him.
Stun the humans, kill the Gamorrean.
Yeah. So finally, the human who's not terribly focused on Crook managed to hit Crook for 7.
Ow.
So your soak minus, or 7 minus your
That's a
soak.
lot.
7 is a lot.
You're sucking more in bars, huh?
Alright. So I took 4 net,
Okay, great.
which is a third of my health.
Yeah.
Then I think the final 2 PCs.
So
Alright, well I just got hit, so I'm gonna shoot. So I'm shooting at the axe is scarier.
I would agree.
So I'm gonna pull out my slug thrower. And is that a maneuver to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't get to spend a maneuver to do anything else.
You can if you take strain.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Maybe,
How much?
maybe you should.
What?
Yeah, you should do that.
Do you know how many, Matt?
It's 2 strains.
2 strain?
I'll take
Yeah.
2 strain, why not?
Okay.
And then I'm gonna shoot at him. What's his? It's 1 because I'm in short range, right?
Yeah, if you're
Or engaged. I'm somewhere.
you're not engaged. I don't
Yeah, you're not engaged.
Short though,
think. It's
for
easy.
sure.
Yeah.
So it's easy.
Yeah, I'll say it's easy. Yeah.
Fail. Nothing but 2 advantages.
Okay.
You lost a bullet?
So my
shot didn't
my
fire.
extra maneuver was to do the defensive stance. So I kind of go after I shoot.
Okay.
Which, by the way, just is not a blaster. It's an actual gun.
Okay.
So there's an
Yeah.
actual miniature
It's a slug
explosion.
thrower.
I'm just saying it's a novelty.
Did you get to start with that, or did you buy that?
You usually start with it. Like, it's probably part of the starting kit.
Oh, I bought it.
Yeah. Well, like, in your start,
Yeah.
character build, you bought it.
That's what I was asking. Yeah.
Let's.
They're very cheap.
Can you give him an advantage?
I'm gonna give.
The boos aren't gonna buy themselves.
Mm-hmm.
The boos aren't gonna buy
I'm
themselves.
gonna give MRV a blue die on his next
Okay.
attack.
Okay.
And,
How do you do
Oh wait, no,
that?
you're a pacifist droid, huh?
No, I'm
Wait,
not a
he can-
pacifist.
Oh, yeah. We need you to like.
How do you do that?
How do I do that?
Yeah. Is it inspiring words? Is it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of scream, "Get over here and kill this pig face!"
Correct.
And that motivates you?
It gives some clear instruction.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess my master is Crook, so I'll follow.
Alright, well I think you're the only one left.
Good, Master Crook. So I jump out of the trunk and I try to burn the Gamorrean with my. So I contact it and I go to burn him with my fusion cutter.
You have a fission cutter. Okay.
A fission cutter?
That would hurt.
No, like it's like the small flame that
Yeah.
R2D2 do, right?
Yeah, it's like a. Yeah. Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
just tiny,
yeah, made to
tiny-
melt
tiny
metal,
little
right?
nuclear reaction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does 2 damage and it's melee, so it's
You have to engage.
brown.
It's a short range nuclear.
Device.
Short range nuclear weapon.
Very small nuclear device.
Nothing.
Then
Was that a success?
no,
Alright, you get
3 advantage,
3
though.
advantage.
I've got 3
And
advantages.
0 successes.
Well,
Can I give setback to the?
yeah, you can spend 2 to give setback.
So I give another setback to the Gamorrean,
Okay.
So he has 2 now, right?
Yeah.
and I give a.
Give a boost to the
I
next.
guess I give a boost to whoever is shooting the Gamorrean.
Or whoever's
Me.
next. It's
I'm-
Whoever's next.
I'll say it's whoever.
Yeah, but we get to pick who goes next, right? And
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter. So you can give that boost to
Yeah.
me. I'll shoot at the Gamorrean, and then you shoot at the. You stun the guys in the back again.
I think it may be better if you shoot the guy in the front.
Why?
Because
You're not allowed to talk. You're not near each other.
we were just talking.
No, I'm shooting at the Gamorrean.
Okay.
No, it makes sense that I give an advantage to the guy because the governor is like, what's going on? There's a small gem droid trying to burn his arm.
We're back to the top of the order.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So the Gamorrean is he kind of looks surprised, as much as you can read emotion
From a giant pig.
from a giant pig while lying on the ground, or from the top of a building.
We're pretty close.
There's yeah, he seems flustered by the this strange droid attacking him with something he's not familiar with, and this man on the ground attacking him with this weapon he's probably only heard rumors of before.
Myths and legends.
Myths and legends from. I mean,
I
put in
totally
perspective, this would be like someone attacking us with a sword.
Yeah.
From another planet.
From another.
Like a blow dart.
So he spins around and just kind of instinctively swings his axe at the droid, since you just attacked him from behind.
Burned him.
So
That's who I would be swinging at too.
this and
I tried to burn him.
Two disadvantage.
Just a back there.
This wasn't there.
Did you get the purple one that fell?
So
Yeah.
it's
Fail, 1 disadvantage.
fail with a disadvantage.
Okay.
Well, it's not. It's a
It's
zero-
a zero.
zero successes.
Okay.
Zero
One
success, one disadvantage.
Three of the 6
Three
dice
blank.
were blank.
Who wrote that?
So he suffers a strain.
Okay.
Nah, that's not helpful.
It's tiring to try to hit a dumb droid.
Well, you're short, so you
So
just
small.
yeah. You're short. He swings at waist level. You duck and he misses.
Yeah, his axe just
What?
swings wildly. It goes about 270 degrees. Nothing.
Can he hit the 270? There's a head of the guy.
Yeah, right. Chops off the guy he's trying to defend. He's hurting.
Yeah, so PCs.
Alright, I shoot at the Gamorrean again.
Okay.
And
So you're taking 1 setback, I think.
No, I have one.
From-
You gave me a bonus.
He gave you.
Yeah, but you have a setback from the
Oh, from
Yeah,
from the
read
last
up.
one.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right, right.
So
So-
add both.
So I get a setback. I'm still aiming. I think. Yes, that. And then
JR gave you a bonus.
2, because you're at medium.
yeah, because we're in medium. Isn't this my bonus?
It is
Well,
your
that's
bonus.
you get one for aiming too.
Oh, okay, all right. And he gave me. Oh no, but isn't the
Boost.
isn't it just a upgrade the green?
Upgrade is. Did you give him an upgrade or did you give him a
No,
boost?
boost.
A boost.
Boost.
Okay, sorry,
Is this
my
the
bad.
blue one?
My
Yeah.
bad. Yeah. All right.
Looks good?
Yeah, I could take strain to maneuver, but that doesn't help, right?
Yeah, no.
You can also.
No one's trying to shoot you yet.
Afterwards, you can. After you roll, if you have 2 advantage, you can take a maneuver with those 2 advantage and not take strain.
Ugh.
So 3 fails. Yeah.
3 fails,
3
4
fails,
advantages.
4 advantage.
So you take
Okay.
3 strain?
So you get to spend the advantage. I get to.
Okay.
What happens with the fails? Are there adverse effects other than not doing the thing that
I
you
guess
were trying
not.
to do? I know there are for whatever the super tragedy is, or the super fail is on this.
It's just a failure, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
'cause
don't know what I can spend.
Oh.
You should.
I have 4 of them
What's the chart?
on the right.
Yeah.
Don't care. So can I? Is there any limit to what I do? Notice a single important point in the ongoing conflict, such as location of a blast door's control panel, or weak point in attack speeder. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So can I just give 3 boosts? I mean, I have 4 of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So boost, boost, boost. Oh no, it has to be the next person, right? To the next allied active character's check.
Yeah.
But there's also an upgrade for also the crit.
Yeah, you can do the 2 advantages.
Oh. Okay. Add 1 setback die. Add 1 boost die. I don't think I need to maneuver anywhere. So let's add 1 setback die to the Gamorrean.
Okay.
And then add 1 boost die to you're going next, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Poor Gamorrean. He's having a bad day.
Poor guy. I don't feel that bad for him.
Yeah, he's gonna die.
He's a hired mercenary. It's fine.
Where was that again? What page?
Sorry, I should.
I feel bad.
It's towards the beginning.
I feel worse about the fact that he's had so much setback than the fact that he's
His morale's really low right now.
he's
Pretty
There's
sad.
failure all around him, and
he's giving.
So you can
he feels bad.
You can add it to anyone, not just the next. If you do the 2.
Yeah, if you do the 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you need help since you're being beat on
Probably.
and shot at?
I will always take help.
All right. So
My
I'll give
gun
it.
sucks.
Which is why maybe it's not so good to give it to you because even if you do hit, you don't do that much damage.
That's fair.
You don't get the.
Sorry. All right, I gave it to him. I'll stick
Okay.
with that.
Okay. You could do 2.
No.
This is only 1.
We're done.
Alright. I'm gonna shoot at the briefcase guy again.
Okay.
What page was that?
You're on stun.
I'm
Still
still on
on
stun, yep.
Okay.
I'll find it.
So he's still medium range. I'm going to aim, and I get a boost from that.
Ooh, maybe I don't have
Anything else happening?
No. Nothing.
No
No special.
No force-related setbacks. All right, so that's not gonna have a ton of. So all of this gets canceled out. So there is no advantage or disadvantage. I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh.
So that's 5 successes. So that's 14 strain.
14 strain.
Holy crap.
Okay.
No,
No.
13 strain.
Do the math real quick for me, just out of
So
curiosity.
base of
Figure this
9.
out. Yep.
I had 5 successes minus the 1 that makes it a success.
Mhm.
I had 4 additional successes.
Great.
Plus 9 is 13.
13 strain. Okay. So the blue bolt of energy flies through the air, and when it hits him, he kind of does the fainty thing.
Fainty?
It's just, he had been slumped under, looking at Krook under the
So this is
under the
non-briefcase?
speeder.
No, this is briefcase
This
guy.
briefcase guy.
Oh, briefcase guy.
So
okay.
you shot him in the
Um,
butt.
And as he kind of comes up from taking the shot, his shot, he just keeps going, and it is now lying on his back.
Sweet.
Beneath the speeder? Or is he like, did he fall back into the speeder? Or?
He's just like on the side of the
ground.
speeder. Yeah, on the ground. Yeah. Kind of opposite Krook.
Alright.
So
PC. Or NPC.
NPC.
There's only one other guy that can go. Right?
Yeah, it's
There's only one other guy. He.
briefcaseless.
Yeah. So.
That's technically correct. I don't know if it's a word, but
It's now a word.
sorry.
What is it again?
Briefcaseless man.
I can't even say the whole thing.
Briefcaseless man?
Well, briefaceless men swings across the back seat of the speeder and jumps down and grabs his colleague's briefcase that is now
No, he
conveniently
is
lying
caseless.
lying on the ground, and he just takes off. With a sense of purpose. He does.
Forwards or backwards?
Back the way that you came.
Okay, back to the spaceport. Back towards the spaceport.
Or back towards the main road.
Back towards the main road, we'll say. Yeah.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Got it.
So what that means in game terms is we'll say that he's now at one distance further. So hard.
And he took strain, right?
Yeah.
He said like has to run, so he's tired.
I don't have my thing right now. But yeah.
He only took one strain, I'm pretty sure.
All right. I'm going to aim and shoot at Gamrian's head.
Okay.
That's 1 because it's close.
No, it's not our turn. Is it? Oh yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
theirs.
it's their turn.
I'm wrong.
I succeed. No advantage or disadvantage.
Okay. What's the damage?
4.
Okay.
So he said 5.
Friggin' bolt action
That's just a little.
does 1 less damage than my laser pistol.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What's a freaking bullet?
Okay.
Yeah, are you sure the
It doesn't even cauterize the wound as it goes in. It's just a small caliber. But it bleeds.
Yes. Well, this.
Not in game terms.
It doesn't even pass the soaking value or something?
Hmm?
It doesn't even bypass the soaking value or something cool?
Probably not.
No.
I don't think it
well,
has any special features.
Yeah.
It's just a little tiny gun.
Yeah.
It's like a little 22
Yeah,
pistol.
yeah.
You manage to remove most of this guy's ear, and
And I
Do
yell.
we even have ears?
And I yell, "Hear that, pig man!"
Oh my god.
who's
What
left?
do you do?
I think it's you.
I guess my last task was so to attack them. So I attack
I
the
was too busy
keep
spouting a
attacking the
witty comment
Gamorrean.
to give him a new task.
Do I have nothing more?
Go ahead and add 2 setback die.
Woo!
Okay.
Like, I need
So-
that.
So many setbacks. Ouch,
Fail, 3
ouch.
fails.
3
1
fails.
success.
So, no, 2 fails.
So 2 total fails.
No, 1 net. Oh yeah, I didn't see that die. Yeah, 2 fails.
Sorry, what was that?
2 fails and
So
1
these-
and 1 disadvantage.
One
These are
disadvantage.
neutral.
Can't do much with that. You suffer a strain. Is that called something different for you?
No, I don't
No.
know.
Yeah. Suffer a you take a
Mechanical
strain.
strain.
How much?
Real.
Just 1.
His oil is low.
What happens if you lose strain? You pass out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, same
It's just
for
an alternate.
same thing. Okay.
Okay, we're back to the top.
Okay. Back to
That's
you.
you.
Okay, the man who now has the briefcase gives a brief glance over his shoulder, but he keeps on running. So he's now even 1 range further. He's almost back to the main road.
So he's at the far end of Long.
Yes.
Isn't Long supposed to be like?
No, it's
So,
just past medium. It was close.
So,
it passed.
You can
Is that?
move from close to medium with 1
Oh,
maneuver.
but-
You can move from medium to long with 1 more maneuver.
No, 2 maneuvers.
No, medium to long is 1. Then
No, it's
long,
2.
Is it 2?
Yeah,
So he's
it's 2 maneuvers to go from medium
So-
to long.
then was he so mad?
He's sprinting, so he's getting tired.
So
But you
Go ahead.
were at medium
he was
distance. so-
at close to everyone except for me
Right.
before, right?
Yeah.
So then he just moved from close to medium last time,
Yes.
right?
So,
So
he's
this time he
2
started in
maneuvers.
medium.
Yeah.
So he's at the long end of medium for these guys, and then for probably long for me, right?
Does medium have 2?
Yes.
I'm looking it up right now.
Okay.
I was under the impression that long was like really long, like
Long,
as
three
I-
long
meters
is
or
defined
something.
as if you can hear them if they're shouting to you.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's like very long. Like that.
If they're shouting and you can't hear them, that's extreme.
Huh. Okay, I thought it was longer than that.
Okay, so we'll say he's at the far side of medium for you guys,
Near
except
side of long.
near side of long for you. Yeah.
All right. You can still shoot at him, right?
I can.
Yep, shoot at him.
All right. I may or may not hit, but we'll
Do you
see.
use these things?
Yeah, you just
Yeah. They flick the
We
old
have them all
benches
now.
for us.
So when they get flipped, we can use them. That's
Yeah.
how they work.
Yeah.
it just goes back and
Okay.
forth. Yeah.
All right. So.
So meta, as we're starting on this, the flow of the force is with the Gamorrean pig. That's
They aren't force people.
what?
They can't use the force.
No, but that's
He's not using the force, but the force is
with them.
with him.
the destiny points are kind of the representation, right? Of
Yeah.
The force in the everyday's life, right?
Yeah.
Okay, rule 0.
Alright, so this
No,
is
that's
gonna
what they're
be-
for. It's the flow of the force, the will of the force.
So this is gonna be
Doesn't necessarily help only force users.
near side of long.
Sometimes it helps pick them.
It's like in Rogue One, where like
flip over to Destiny.
All right.
I'm gonna aim twice.
wait, what? You're gonna strain yourself to aim?
Yeah.
Strain it out.
He's aiming so hard.
So,
Yeah, I guess he's holding his breath a long time.
Yeah.
so
To aim.
all right.
Hey,
This one I gotta roll on the dice tower.
So many times.
All right.
Well, I think you probably succeeded.
I don't know. Those purple were nasty. Well, I probably with all that I probably did.
Thank you.
How many successes did I get?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 success.
So net 4.
Minus 2, so net 4. Then I had 3. Minus. Okay, so 1, 2.
7 advantages.
Okay, so minus 3 is
4.
So 4. So
4 and
4 and 4. Okay, great. So that's
A lot.
that's 12 strain
Okay.
and
Briefcase man
Briefcase.
hits the dirt.
Formerly,
Alright.
the hooligan formerly known
As
Briefcase
Briefcaseless man.
it's not helpful, guys.
with my 4 advantage. Where was that table? Did anyone catch the number of the page?
It's
15.
like chapter 2.
15. Remember 15.
15.
I am going to recover 2 strain. I probably don't need that. I'm gonna add a boost die to the next allied character's check twice. Or no, I think I can only do these once. I'm going to do that once, so add 1 boost die. I'm going to add 1 boost die to Crux. And
Why?
then I will...
You have one left.
I'm doing
Seek
one,
revenge.
1 to the person who's next, 1 to Crux.
What is he next?
He's not
Those
necessarily
are separate
next.
things.
Oh.
They're separate.
Sorry.
And then I'm going to recover 1 strain.
Cool.
So.
You want me to shoot at him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
one more piece. Yeah.
Your gun's better.
Okay.
You get
So yeah,
I'm still aiming. I haven't moved. I don't need to.
at
The only thing that's left.
Yeah.
Good morning. So I don't think I have. Oh, yeah, I don't have any bonuses. So it's just.
He just gave you one.
No, he gave you one.
And
I-
you.
The next player.
Oh. God, see, all right. So one good thing, or is it upgrade this? Is it
That's-
add,
that's
the,
This is blue.
add the blue?
Yeah.
I didn't.
2 of these.
You can
2
only
of
upgrade when
these.
you roll triumphs.
Got it. Okay. Should I use those and try to kill this thing?
Don't you have yellow?
Yeah. I I think.
Yeah, you have skill in your
Yeah.
weapon, right?
Yeah.
It's your choice, go for it. I mean, now they're just that to do, so.
I'll use one. So what does that do again?
No, one of these.
Another blue one?
No, not for that.
I'm flipping 2. I had 2 setback. Because the force is with this big man.
Yeah, can I flip the last one too?
I think there's only 2 chances. I think it's. I don't think we can do that for infinite.
Oh, God. I think I missed.
Yeah, you definitely missed. There were 4.
4.
Yeah, you didn't get
Yes.
4.
It's 2. But you get 3.
Sorry, 3 advantages. Yeah.
4.
4
Oh, sorry.
advantages.
4. Yeah, 4.
4 advantages. But you miss.
That's okay.
So the shot rings out over his head.
So what's the other thing I can do with? So one
you can
advantage to.
1 to whoever's next.
Yep.
You can give 1 to anyone, and you can like recover strain. I think you can only do everything once, except for recovering strain. It specifically says you can recover strain multiple times, and everything else it doesn't have the
I'll add 1 boost to Crook and 1 setback die to the Gamorrean.
Cool.
Okay.
And it's the Gamorrean's turn, I believe.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, cool. Big man.
Name of the Gomorrah pigment.
He signed up for this,
He's gonna follow through.
but he didn't sign up for this. This isn't fair.
4 on 1.
Yeah. So as if you remember, his axe he just swung around, and he doesn't really have a plan at this point. So he just kind of follows the momentum, and Crook is the next person in line.
Great.
So axe comes down in your direction.
Yes. Failure.
1 advantage.
1 advantage in failure.
One advantage in failure. You're standing at this point.
Kneeling?
Are you still
No,
down?
I'm just on my back.
Oh yeah.
I've been aiming each
Okay.
time.
Oh, so he gets a
Right.
boost die against him then, if he's still prone.
How bad was the failure?
It was
Just 1 failure.
one away. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This is It still
So
fails.
it's still fails.
You don't get any more advantages.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just gonna recover a strain, and the axe comes down exactly like it did in his first attack.
He's just digging a trench.
Yeah, in the exact same spot. Only this time, I guess the shot is more of your boot than it is of your face, because you're at least not
Yeah, I guess
completely
so.
prone.
I was gonna say they could have like shown the shot.
Yeah.
Budgetary reasons.
Yeah, right.
Just repeat the shot.
Okay.
And then later on, when they show him getting his axe up, they just play the same shot reversed. I've seen big budget movies do that too.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay. That's.
Oh, it's to me. Yes.
Big man.
You have an advantage, right?
I get a boost.
I gave you one as well.
I get 2 boosts.
Mm-hmm.
Boosted so much.
Booster gold.
All right, I'm gonna shoot him right in the horn. In his stupid face.
They have tusks.
They have tusks.
I succeed so well,
Yeah, there's
Oh
nothing.
wow. No.
and I get 4 advantages.
How many successes?
3.
3 6.
So,
So I
like
do
6
2
damage.
6, which is a critical.
Oh.
Wait, is that
Is
what
it?
we said crit was?
Oh wait, no, it's after you apply soak. If his soak is
Oh yeah.
1 or fewer, it's a critical.
It is not, but
If I do 6, and then
Wait, so how does crit work?
Don't look at me. I don't know.
How does crit work?
after you apply damage, if it meets or exceeds your crit level, it's the crit level of the gun. You do a critical wound.
I'm only doing stun damage. So.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So your shot rings out, and the Boromir music plays, and,
Funk.
Pigman crumples to his knees, and then lands face in the dirt, his axe falling
In the trench.
in the
that he
same
dug.
trench.
I thought the axe was already in the ground. I don't know if to get back up.
This time the shot's from the other side, so you get his head.
Oh, it's like from behind me, so you get rid of
Yeah,
yeah. I like that.
Are we
the
now
axe
out
comes
of
down.
initiative?
You're now out of initiative.
Well, I'm gonna recover my strain with that. Disadvantages.
I'm gonna take my little rope path down and go.
Okay.
Wait,
Got
we
the briefcase.
all get to throw. I don't remember which one. Cool, I think, to see if we recover strain.
Hmm?
After a fight, we throw.
We roll.
I think it's cool to see if we recover.
Oh, I forgot that.
One
Yeah.
success per. Is that how it is?
Yep, something like that.
Just your presence or your rank in pool skill, whichever is higher. You don't roll.
Okay,
Oh,
so it's 1.
so you just get that?
Yep.
Cool. I only have one,
I already recovered my strain.
but I only had one strain, so it works out.
I don't
Alright.
think I did anything that required strain.
No, you took strain. Didn't you take strain by the?
I thought there was damage applied to you that did the strain.
No one shot at me.
Yeah.
One of Matt's advantages caused you to.
Or well, you failed to shoot some shooting.
Yeah, I did miss, but I thought we determined that
Oh.
missing with a blaster didn't do anything bad to you.
Okay.
And
You had
my
disadvantages.
disadvantage
Oh, this
Possible.
was
The only thing I remember applying to
Well,
you
I don't
was
think-
I fell over and we
The-
had to readjust.
and you gotta
Yeah.
disadvantage die.
Okay.
All right.
That's all I
Um,
recall.
Yeah. Okay.
so let's throw the corpse in the trunk.
The corpse.
Ew.
There's
So
one
I-
corpse.
Do we have to
Pigman.
ruin the guy's taxi by
Yeah.
throwing a corpse in the trunk?
I mean, I'm not. Do we want to leave it here? Like,
Yeah, just leave him.
Just
in
throw
the
it in one of the abandoned buildings.
that's true.
We
I
should.
thought we can get
We
anyone.
should take
You have yet to
any
get into
identification of the
We just
Gomo.
put it
While,
on the
while
roof.
everyone's having this discussion, I'm going over to the guy
Yeah.
with the briefcase.
Okay.
When I grab the briefcase and try to manhandle the guy back over to the speeder.
Yeah.
Go check the other bodyguard for anything important, and then we'll deal with the body. I think we should throw it on the roof or something. Where it's
Well, I
hard to
dig
find.
through his pockets. Is he
Right.
carrying anything?
Yeah, his freaking giant axe. Someone
Wait,
gets
which
his
was it?
axe.
Huh?
The Gamorrean.
Gamorrean?
Yeah.
Um.
Well, I'm gonna go through everyone's pockets.
Okay.
No, you don't get to go. He's going through briefcase man's pockets. You're going through briefcase-less man's pockets, and then we're going through the Gamorrean's pockets.
Wait, which one's? There's briefcase man, and then there's
The
the
man
man,
who was
formerly
formerly
known as briefcase man.
That one.
Given that he
him,
picked
yeah.
up a briefcase.
Well, maybe now I'm briefcase king.
Yeah.
Master Jack, I am
It's just getting
unarmed, but
confusing,
I
man.
cannot grab really well what is in pockets.
You find 5 credits in
5 credits.
the Pigman.
And he's got a. Oh yeah.
He was clearly
So
not
we
paid ahead of
These
time.
guys,
You
at least
can.
one of them had
You
a blaster,
can.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they both have
They both have
blasters.
They both have
blasters.
blasters.
It's more tweezers than that.
Oh, do I get an upgrade from a blaster?
I'll
What type of
let
blaster
you.
is it?
I'll give you. Okay, so
Well, regardless, let's.
I
get
already-
this. So I'm dragging this guy back over, and I see that everyone's over here looting and stuff, right?
Wes, I've gained 48 credits already.
nice.
20 of which
Wait, did you
belongs
just
to
straight
the
that out,
two of us.
Wes?
Huh?
Did you just say that Wes?
Wes is
Wes
watching.
Hey, Wes. I didn't know Wes was.
He just got on.
Oh, good.
Hi, Wes.
He said something in Russian.
Oh,
Of course he did.
that's what Pigmen speaks.
So,
It's with Gamorreans. Okay.
Gan
Yeah.
thinks we should get out of here.
Did you drag him back? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I drove him back to the speeder.
Yeah. So you rummage through their stuff. The two humans have very little on them. We'll say the man formerly known as Briefcaseless Man has a wallet, but there's like no identifying things in there. A handful of credits, say 25 credits. For whoever.
Wait,
You get your money. You get your 25 credits back.
Wow.
If that's how you're
I
doing
take
it.
10, I give 10 to you, and I keep the other 5.
That's fine.
Okay.
So now we're back up to...
And they have very little of note other than the briefcase.
Is the
Do
briefcase
we
locked in any way?
even
It
wanna
is.
open it?
It looks like it
Yeah,
has
we should
a.
totally open it.
It has a simple
Number code.
number code.
Is
Yeah,
it- is
like
it-
electronic.
Is it a? So it is compute. It's a computer.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright. So I have one. My career skill is 1 in computers.
Yeah.
What's yours?
What is
What? What?
Computers.
Yes.
You have 1.
Probably
I
2,
have
right?
2.
Oh, you have 2.
Yeah,
Alright.
you should
Try to
open the
crack the
briefcase.
briefcase open.
Wait. Did you take skullduggery?
Do I have skullduggery? No, I do not. I
Seems like-
wanted to.
It seems like something you would take.
It was tough, but it wasn't a career skill. So.
If I had had more XP, I would have taken it.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't want a skulldugger?
I don't actually know what that means.
Someone
like
explain
breaking
in the
into
chat.
things.
Oh, okay. So it's
That was
it's
the
not a
first
computer
boss
check.
of
It's a skullduggery check.
No.
Oh,
It's
okay.
it's a computer check.
Okay.
I was making sure. I forgot what skullduggery was, so I was trying to figure it out.
So are we just like standing here in the middle of the street in broad
No,
daylight?
we're in
No.
an alley.
Pockets
Yes.
in the middle of a public alley.
Yes.
Okay.
Because we need
We're
to.
gonna change
we-
it to a.
Yep, we need to get all their stuff out of their pockets, change into their clothes, and then move on.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna leave them on the side of the road. We don't care. We don't like. We're gonna bind them and put them.
Yeah, put him in a warehouse.
Yeah.
Gand has a suggestion. Gand will act as taxi driver.
Yeah.
Gand will drop you off. Gand will take
Yeah. Take the taxi driver. Yeah.
the
Come back and get
men
the guys.
back to the shuttle.
Do they both fit in the trunk? Of the.
Wait, we're
Okay.
gonna put them back in the shuttle? Oh, our shuttle!
Our
Yeah,
shuttle.
yeah,
Yeah, okay. Why don't we leave? Oh, yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah. We
Okay.
take them
Do
prisoner.
they
So
fit in
it's
the
gonna
trunk?
take you. Yes,
yeah. Okay.
you can.
The two
The two
half-naked
humans
men.
and the pigman.
Nope, we're leaving the pig man.
Okay.
Wait, I
We're
thought
dragging
we were,
the pigman into.
He's dead.
I thought we were putting him in the trunk.
No.
That was my
no.
first suggestion.
I think that's a terrible plan because we don't have enough room, and 2, we do not want to be carrying a stinky dead Gamorrean around in our taxi.
Okay, well, let's drag him into an abandoned building, and then I'll kick him in the head before we leave.
Wait, he's already dead.
No. He tried to chop my head off. Twice.
All right. So
What are we doing with the
Maybe
two
it was
men?
another
the 2
one.
men are going in the trunk,
Okay.
and that's a fantastic plan. So we'll bind them, strip them, put them in the trunk, and then once you drop us off, you take MRV and the 2 guys back to the shuttle, and then play bodyguard.
Yeah.
Strap them in and don't let them. Check the taxi driver, see if he's awake, and deal with that. You guys will deal with that.
Okay.
And then we'll go and
Yeah, we'll go.
and do the thing.
Well, let's open the briefcase first.
Yes.
Okay.
Roll your
Computer
computer.
check.
We really, really want to open this
It's
briefcase.
an average check, so 2
So
perks.
does this help us at all?
Yeah,
or-
let's toss one of those in.
I have it.
Already did
Oh,
them.
two?
Good.
It wants
Oh,
to.
you're gonna do 2? Okay.
Oh, he's going big. Okay.
We're gonna see this briefcase.
Crit.
1-on-1. Oh, that's a
Oh, you got a crit?
Nice. So that,
was a try.
it like jiggles it and it just pops open.
So
He just cracks the code.
Yeah. So 2 advantage and a triumph.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So.
You know where this briefcase came
Really?
from. You know where it was manufactured.
Yeah, you've seen this.
Really fine finishing.
You've seen this briefcase. This is a standard model briefcase. The wiring is familiar to you. You start poking around and you know exactly which wire to snip after loosening a couple screws.
It's almost too easy.
It's too easy. Yeah, so you get into the briefcase. What can you do with the Triumph?
I am triumphing of the difficulty
I don't know.
of the
They keep 100 credits in their briefcase for no reason.
Oh, 1,000 credits. That would be credible.
Yeah.
Right?
There's very little in. There are only a few things in the briefcase.
So
There happens to be a coupon for a free oil bath, just inexplicably.
The oil
Yeah. So, other than that, there's one folder that has just a few pieces of
He's adding it to his character.
a few a few pieces of paper, but like they look like just like maps or something that you can't make of anything of them immediately. And then there's a data pad, just kind of a very pristine. It looks like it's just kind of it's probably a new data pad.
So I take the data pad and I copy its contents over to mine.
Okay, it is locked.
Encrypted or whatever.
Yeah, encrypted.
Alright, unlock it.
We'll say that the on the coupon for the oil bath, there's actually some numbers scrawled in. You recognize it as like it's probably some kind of password. So your triumph was actually triumphal.
And that's why they have the coupon, because that's where they wrote the password.
Let me see that.
Yeah.
You only have like two. You have like a thumb and a finger. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
Opposable grabbers.
You would have trouble with some kinds of like touch input. I guess this data.
He's very skilled.
He's very. Yeah, I mean, if it's pressure based, he's fine. But if it's like.
I changed the tip of my finger, so in a manner that can.
Okay.
Time check. It is 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll end with the contents of the data pad.
On
Which
the
are?
cliffhanger.
Yep.
Um,
And I copy them over successfully.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we don't want to remove it. We just want a copy of it in case we need to give it, unless we need to, insuspiciously just hand over the briefcase. Like if they want it, we can give it to them. We don't need the data. We have a copy of it. That's fine.
Okay. Actually, yeah, I think it makes sense to finish right there.
Well,
Yeah,
do we
we
want
will
to divvy up
start.
the loot, and do we get any experience for killing a Gamorrean? Like what?
Wait, we don't know what's on the
here?
data pad.
We're not there yet.
Okay.
Ah!
We will find.
You need to
Alright,
watch
so-
the stream
Wait, so
another
there's
time.
two
Do we-
blasters.
We don't level up. We don't get any XP or anything.
We haven't finished anything. All you did is beat up a couple businessmen, basically.
And a big green pig.
We should get a lot of experience for that.
Ugly pig.
Ugly pig.
Yeah.
Very ugly. I definitely want one of the blasters. What kind of blasters are they? Like regular light.
Yeah, regular
Light blaster.
light blaster pistol.
They're pink.
You should take one just in case. You don't have one, right?
I don't have anything light. I don't actually have the light skill.
All right. Well, okay. So I would like I'm a melee attacker, so I would love to have the Gamorreans.
Yeah, go for it. I just don't want. I literally just throw my slug thrower away and take this new one because it was
Okay.
garbage.
Yeah, I guess no one else can use one unless you want one. MRV.
Does MRV get weapons?
Yeah. Sorry, what?
I'm gonna shoot
Where's he
you.
get all-
No,
Keep
no.
them.
One thing at a time. Go ahead.
Yeah. So the vibro axe is a normal vibro axe, but
Wait,
it.
it's a vibro axe? I thought it was just a regular axe.
He said vibro axe.
I did say that, although
Isn't that the best melee weapon in the game?
yes, it is. pretty
Well,
good.
a lightsaber is the best.
Yeah.
But vibro axe is on
Yeah, I don't
par
want
with
you to
force
have
bank, which
That's
is-
fine. Just a regular axe.
Yeah, that's not on my list.
Straight 5, not a +5.
Yeah, we'll figure out exactly what that is.
Why?
It's
Plus
a
5. If you have a plus, it means that's your brawn plus that. So melee is usually your
yeah. No, it's a regular axe. I'm not exactly sure what the stats are on that, but we can figure that out. So you get an axe.
And then what's my pistol? Sorry. Light pistol?
Light pistol, just
Light
from
pistol.
the normal
It's not a,
equipment.
it's not a holdout, it's like an actual full real pistol.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll take the other one then.
Yeah. And now we all have a light pistol.
And you have an axe.
And I have an axe.
Sweet. You're like,
What's
I
the
don't-
damage on that?
I don't want a blaster, right?
On the blaster.
No, I cannot shoot a blaster. There's no way I can shoot a blaster without damaging the world around me.
Raw melee weapon.
You want the light blaster stats?
Yeah. Is it just like 4,
Oh.
5?
Five.
5 damage, 4 crit, medium range.
4 crit.
Stun setting.
Yes.
Yeah.
What? So, is there actually an axe, like regular axe?
Not on my table.
Medium.
So
We can
make
look
one
at
up.
that.
Make up
yeah,
the
we'll
stats.
make one up. We'll figure that
A
out.
truncheon?
offline.
It's probably like maybe slightly better than a gaffy stick, I would guess.
Well, yeah, I assume so. Gaffy sticks are cheap and shitty.
alright.
I mean, so are axes. It's just
Yeah,
axe.
that's a good place to stop. You're back at your ship.
No.
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 So
we're not.
we're still in the alley.
Oh,
taking them.
sorry.
I'm
Okay.
taking them to the
There's
warehouse.
two
then we'll head
unconscious
back to the ship.
naked humans,
in the
and
trunk.
Mostly
we're
naked.
dressed up in their attire
Yeah.
with their briefcase.
Sorry. Okay.
And
And
we're about to
you're
read the
you're in
data.
the trunk with the
The
with
bodies?
the bodies,
Making sure that they don't wake up.
right? Because we don't want to risk anyone seeing you and wondering why there's a droid in the front seat of our taxi.
Okay.
Alright. Well, there's the stream for today,
That's great.
and hopefully we'll be able to reconvene again within a reasonable
Sooner
time.
rather than later.
Sooner rather than
Yes.
later.
That will be
Good
the-
work.
Yeah.
A
Sweet.
couple months, right?
And we get, next time's gonna be action packed.
Action packed.
Oh yeah,
Indeed.
I thought this one was
This
nice
was
and
pretty
that
action
one.
packed.
yeah.
Well, thanks for watching, everybody, and I will post on social media when we're doing the next one. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Okay. Thought.